are live. Welcome to our Tuesday night Savage Worlds 50 Fathoms Twitch live stream extravaganza, event for the ages, an epoch-setting example of 50 Fathoms. I mean, really, when I look across the entire breadth and depth of the entire course of human history, I can say emphatically right now that this is the best 50 Fathoms Twitch live stream show currently premiering on Tuesday nights. Can we get a round of applause for that, people? Come on. Let's feel good about that. I feel good about that. Let's feel good about that. Feeling good about that is me, your Pirate King Admiral. We really, one of these weeks I'm gonna come up with a title. Will Thompson, I run this show. Oh, no coughing. We'll kick you out of the stream, man. I'm not getting that COVID shit tonight. You think eyes on you. Eyes on you. But we're escaping from COVID tonight into the realm of Charybdis. With me this evening are a motley assortment of pirates, or soon to be pirates. Let's be frank. Whether they like it or not, things are definitely skewing puritanical. But who would like to give me the recap of last week's adventure for a Benny? Everybody?
I gave it last time. I'll give somebody else a chance.
Hashtag One-Eyed Jonas. Alright, fuck it. No Bennies for anybody. I'm giving the recap. Look at that. Yeah, you took too long. That's what you get. That's what you get.
You get a Benny for that.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. And since I'm doing it, I'm going to put on something a little more appropriate for my valor. So, last week, the crew ventured into Burgundy Bay to confront the slave master and patron, establishment runner. It's not really a patron. You see, I ruined it already. It was very dramatic to start. Haluan, and see whether or not the woman that he had purchased at the Grand Bazaar was in fact of British blood. In addition to that, they discovered that their anchor was not going to be procurable unless there was some grand involvement on their behalf, venturing out to find either who stole the iron, or, in fact, what had happened to the iron mines to the north of Burgundy Bay. In the process of which, one Captain Porter had his honor besmirched by a Captain Scurvy, a scurrilous French scoundrel dandy of a pirate, that then pledged to duel him and instead proffered a second on the dawn of the appointed time. While technically legal maneuver, lacking the honor with which Captain Porter is so accustomed. Having slain the foe, they decided to venture forth to the mines in the hopes that the clues that were procured when Scroot lost his V card would, lead to, the Captain Scurvy and what happened to the iron in Burgundy Bay. This week on 50 Fathoms.
Yeah.
See, if you guys, you really, you need the...
You know what? You get a Benny for that.
Yeah, oh, thank you, yeah. Yeah, everything but the first part was a little antiquated, and from, it's been a long week. The world's falling apart, all right? The world's falling apart. But, with that mostly established accurately, I believe that you guys find yourselves on the beach of Burgundy Bay, having successfully navigated the coastal waters and having beached the derelict skiff, who has been christened officially derelict skiff at this. Have we given this thing a name?
No, I don't think we like that too much.
I mean, all right, point of order. First thing, before you guys are even allowed to leave the beach, I demand that you name the boat.
So I really liked Ambrose's suggestion, the Brigand's Bane, but he also suggested we don't call it that until we're done with Burgundy Bay, and
That makes sense. Maybe Brigand's Bane would be a little, you know, why not just fly the Union Jack up there and maybe hang some pirates from the yardarms while you're at it, you know?
Well, he would if he could. But,
Oh, I'm certain. I'm certain he would.
At this point, perhaps.
Yeah, Joe. God.
What?
Every week it's filthy. We've literally mentioned it off chat, how it's like setting... The rest of us have very austere and professional environments, and you can see his, like, tissue paper hoard. It's...
Tissue paper?
I'm just making things up. I haven't actually looked this week, but I see at least 2 articles of clothing. For shame. For shame.
Yeah.
But yes, not Brigand's Bane immediately, but perhaps Brigand's... Is that why we haven't named it yet? Because we're going to name it something really racy like that, but not until it poses no actual threat to the party.
Yeah, you know, like really intimidating, but only after we're not in...
Right, like Brigand's Bay on the down low, yeah? Or, yeah, it's just like
yeah.
the BB, you know? No, I'm getting it. So... At any point, I guess we're not going to name the boat. But what we are going to do is go around in a circle as you guys gather supplies and prepare for the quarter-day travel to where you assume the mine to be inland. Is you're going to tell me in character what you assume is happening at the mine right now. What you assume is waiting for you. Why the production has fallen, if any of the clues. I swear to God, Keck. Eyes on you. He looks feverish, doesn't he? I mean, he's. I can feel it. I'm getting a little flush over here just looking at you.
Sounds like a dry cough.
It was a dry cough. It was. Do you have a headache? He looks headachy.
Can you smell? Taste? How's that going?
I don't taste anything right now. Just air.
But you know, I'm going to randomly choose here. Who's going to go first? So, we are going to start with... Oh, really? You're going to pretend that's not a dice roll now? Uh-oh. There we go. Jonas Porter, what do you think is happening at the mine? What do you think's awaiting you? Oh, and your push to talk is clearly activated.
Given that it is that he is a man lacking entirely in honor or any other semblance of anything that a proper ship captain or proper person really would have, Captain Porter assumes that as I talk about myself in third person, I would assume that the mine is being waylaid by the unscrupulous Captain Scurvy, and that surrounding and within the mine are his lackeys, and that it is only our duty here on this island to rid them of this scourge.
Fair. So you're under the impression then that it's Captain Scurvy working under his own auspices, then to commandeer the assets in the mine, perhaps to finance his own ship?
Yes, indeed.
Audacious. Audacious. Next up, we're going to go with Chef. Chef, what do you think's happening?
Captain, I would have to agree. I think Captain Scurvy may be the one doing this, but I think that I think we may be able to talk it out with him. He seems like a rational individual. I don't think we'll have to raise any swords or engage in any fisticuffs. I think we'll be able to talk it out. Maybe procure the iron that we need for our anchor and go about our way. I don't see any reason why we have to engage in any fighting, let alone anyone getting hurt.
Exceedingly boring, Chef. Thank you. I think we should just, like, do whatever he wants, like, because it would be the most casual path. Fair. Fair. But also agreeing that it's Captain Scurvy working of his own auspices to take the only source of iron not from the Cokerm Island slave mines, far to the northeast. Moving on, Scroot, young lad, what awaits you? Say, adventure?
Well, I don't know exactly what Captain Scurvy's up to, but I know it's not good. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to get down and dirty. Don't tell Chef I told you. But
That's fair.
but this guy, he's bad news. I think we're gonna have to try to take care of it.
So
I'm standing right here, Screw.
the earshot, yeah. Shh, don't tell Chef, but like literally to Chef. Oh shit!
I can actually hear you talking.
You had your hand cupped towards him and everything. It was, yeah. So Scroot, given that you have only really read about pirates previous, what is your impression of the very flamboyantly dressed Captain Scurvy? I mean, is he the real deal?
No, he's a queen.
So you don't
That
think
was-
you don't even think he's the genuine article? A 15-year-old boy infatuated with pirates, having never heard anything but stories about him. You see this guy and you're like, this guy's bitch made. Like straight up, that's your.
Yeah, no, this.
I love it. I love it.
Might as well be Gene Simmons.
Wow.
So are you trying to say you're familiar with the length of his tongue? Then how long were you upstairs? The Black Queen Hulua and has some splaining to do. Moving on then. So clearly, Captain Scurvy is the assumption again. Ambrose Avon, does Captain Scurvy seem resourceful enough to you to pull off such an audacious gambit?
What do you mean? We're going to mine where they haven't been working in months because it's pirates. You can't expect pirates to work a mine. We're going there to set the mine right by putting a good English boot up their backsides and getting them back to work. And this Captain Scurvy is just going there ahead of us to attempt to make off with what he can before his own vessel is done and escape this land and escape his honor. But no, this man is throwing caution to the wind, which I admire, but it's not bold, it's foolish.
Foolhardy indeed. So not some sinister and dire plot. Captain Scurvy might not even be directly involved, but it's just a simple lack of work ethic. Pirates, right? Pirates will, it don't seem like it how it be, but it do.
I hear on their ships they vote for what to do.
Ooh, scandalous. What of,
That's disgusting.
blood and bearing? That's preposterous. Preposterous. Brian O'Brien, your impressions then on the Captain Scurvy and the plot to seize this mine as a resource for his own.
Yeah, he's got the mine, but he don't know what to do with it. That's it.
So you think that he has taken the mine, but now he's just sitting there with his dick in his hand, going, "What do I do?
Right.
How do I even get the iron out of here?"
Right.
All right, that's true. Just because you're a dandy pirate doesn't mean that you're going to be, a miner, right? Or that you have any kind of mine proficient, It could be that you went there, you took over the place, and you're like, oh, hell. Does anybody know how to mine? No? Uh-oh. That could be... it does seem... Given that the 15-year-old kid is like, this guy's a joke, everybody else is probably like, he's a joke as well, right?
Yeah.
So, with that established, we are on the beach in the north of Burgundy Bay. As I said previously, it is about a quarter's day travel inland into what passes for the forest here. There is very little timber remaining above water in the whole of Charybdis, in fact. Outside of Toroth Ka, which is crazy, it's the Red Man homeland. It's where you go to get ripped in half in a blood magic ritual, not to really, set up a lumber camp. There is very little timber, but this whole island has been covered with fellows for such a sufficient amount of time that there are, in fact, no encounters on Burgundy Bay at all. There's no encounter table. All the hostile wildlife has long since been weaned. So we have a pleasant quarter-day stroll inland. Wow, isn't that fun? Since when, you know?
I like it.
Since when? Yeah, travel. I know I set this up. This is the problem with setting up your soundtracks. We could go. Rocky. But, if we would like, in lieu of these, you know, encounter tables, or lack therefore of, we could do a little dramatic interlude. Talk a little more about ourselves, our characters, as we make our way there. Earn a Benny, because, you know, not that I'm saying that upon reaching the mines there would be anything that would require anybody to perchance have, you know, extra bennies for any event that could or may or possibly would be perhaps perchance to transpire when viewed in a certain light. Per se.
So what I'm hearing is we're gonna die.
No, what I'm hearing is that if anybody would like, we've got a chance for a dramatic interlude.
Now, Chef's gonna talk our way out of this, so I'm just gonna stand right behind him.
You know, I am sure that your admiral has not spent the week thinking of ways to keep Chef from talking out of shit in these encounters. Because frankly, your admiral might be tired of spending hours making battle maps and then having everybody look at them for 2 minutes while the Asian guy goes, "Hey guys, no, that's not, bro." So, you know.
I
What
love
are we
it.
fighting for anyways?
Why are we even fighting, man? We could just be loving, you know?
Let's have a
The
good
real
dinner.
battle is between
I'll
you
cook.
and Chef.
The real battle's
Battle
between
of
you
wits.
and your ego, man.
Oh,
Why are you working for this bandit leader? Do you even get dental, man? You know? It gets dark real fast.
that's great.
Yeah, I'll take the chance for an interlude if nobody else
Yes,
wants.
yes. Oh, well, I'm assuming everybody was gonna. Generally, they say yes, but you're allowed to say no. I would
Yeah.
never. I would never.
I would
think.
never say no to you unless you
say never.
ask me to recap the story.
Right, which in that case, never.
Pretty sure last week I did a hop, skip, and a jump to earn a Benny.
That's true.
Oh yeah, dang.
That's
That was
true. No,
great.
we needed the. Yeah, there was a little jig.
Which is great because it's probably been just about the only exercise I've had all week.
Well, that's good. Like I said, quarantine has me. Like, I got like 17,000 steps yesterday. Let's not talk
Oh,
about it though.
walking planks, man.
I don't have manic energy. There's nothing like that going on. Ha 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 ha! I'm not immunocompromised. Ha ha! All right. Moving on. So we will start then with. We're going to go in reverse order this time, Brian O'Brien. You're accepting the interlude. I take it.
Yep.
Too
Right.
bad. Unacceptable.
Can't remember how to do an Irish accent, but
Well, I mean, you gave us a stab at it earlier, and frankly,
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
was
was
Australian.
there for it. Rocky.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
crikey.
I mean, I didn't think it was terrible, but then I'm not part of the group you're offending with it, so I mean, who knows?
I know.
Right. Why isn't everybody on the combat tracker? That is, did people? Oh no, because we had to split the party. That's right. All right, excellent. So, Brian O'Brien, why? I would really like you to
Ambrose got
join the
two.
people there. Why are there two Ambroses? What?
Because if you leave us alone for a while, we multiply.
I need to. I hope not. God, that would be so. Just like 7 Ambroses in a party.
Dude, we need more.
Do you? I really no. Because it's just like, all right, say the most demeaning thing you can about somebody that isn't British. That's the whole care. I mean, we got it.
Or a man. Or a man.
All right. All right. Why is it? All right. Ambrose, Jonas, Scroot, Chef, and Brian O'Brien. There we go. Yay. All right, Brian O'Brien, take a card here. So,
Pick a card.
you've gotten hearts.
I got a heart on.
Okay.
Well,
The
I mean,
card.
this can be about
Heart
love.
on the
I
card.
mean, if you're like it. Well, I mean,
He's got his heart on his sleeve.
You got a
No,
9 of
he's-
hearts, is what you got. I don't. I need an adult. All right. But
Yep.
so that means that we can talk about a skill that you are practicing, a tale of your greatest love, or how you have endured a hardship or a journey and your process leading you to here as a person.
I want to practice some wind majory.
Some windmagery,
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and practice some windmagery. So what exactly, as an arrow thurge here, are you attempting to,
I assume he's doing, like, maybe he's sitting down, doing some, like, breathing exercises. Trying to really focus on, the air in his lungs and pushing it in and out. Maybe he's, like, focusing on becoming one with the wind.
Now, is that thaumaturgy or just coming down from a really good trip, man? Like,
Dude, he's tripping.
you're just like, you see that, man? I just inhaled the whole universe, man. And I exhaled the whole universe. I just inhaled more atoms than there are stars in the galaxy.
I don't think he talks like that. But
Well,
yeah.
I was just, I mean, you said he was sitting there really concentrating on his breath. I immediately jumped to, deep breathing exercises about the profundity of, like, the mass of the volume of the air in your lungs. It's connecting you to nature and all things, and how, like, the hydrogen molecules that you just inhaled had once one of them, the atomic structure of it had been consumed and peed out by Julius Caesar, like...
Oh.
I read somewhere once that literally in every breath you take, you inhale an atom that was once inhaled by Julius Caesar. I don't know if that's factual or not, but...
I think I read the same article too. Was it BuzzFeed?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's BuzzFeed.
Something on that level, though.
All right. What other details do I need to give besides, the?
I mean, I guess that
yoga
was it.
stuff
Just really, you
he's
just
trying
sit. Everybody else is packing up, getting ready for a trip, and you're sitting cross-legged on the beach, breathing heavy. So, practicing your breathing. Which, I mean, at the age of, what are you, 20-something? Yeah, I mean, hopefully you have that shit on lock by now, but, I don't know.
to- Okay.
We're all about to be talking, so it makes
Right, that's true. No, you're... All right. Excellent. And a Benny for you, sir. Mostly for putting up again with my manic energy. Ambrose Avon. Let's get you a card, sir. Ooh, also hearts.
Ambrose sees Brian O'Brien breathing in and out and begins to juggle balls of fire.
Ooh, a little bit of one-upsmanship detected. Brian O'Brien, give me a notice roll.
Ambrose juggling balls again.
Oh, great. I want to be intimidated.
Brian O'Brien, you can't help but think that Ambrose is looking at you occasionally a little too pointedly, holding the gaze too long, whilst juggling the balls of fire. And while there are centuries that separate you in time, there aren't centuries separating the slight smirk on his face as he does so. An air of contempt perhaps in his poise. Moving on.
Tries.
Takes it in silence, all right, yeah.
No,
He's like, yeah, yes, I deserve it. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian
No,
tries
he is
to
right. I am
blow-
getting punked.
Hey,
Yes.
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear
No,
you.
he's taking it in stride, but he also wants to blow all those fireballs just as far away from his hands as possible.
He wants to blow the balls.
Why don't you
He's
guys
juggling.
give me opposed spellcasting rolls?
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, so, with a gesture, right, a gust of wind lashes out, kicking up a row of sand as it travels along and knocks one of the balls free. It goes flying off into the water where it sizzles.
Ambrose snuffs out the remaining bolts and just... If it's a wizard's duel you'd want, we could try it out.
I don't think I'm the one who wants the duel.
You've been a wizard for 5 days. Calm down.
Yeah, calm your tits.
And I think I've gotten the hand of it.
What I think is
Yeah.
interesting is that now that you've been like, well, am I wind powered too? You're just like, nah, I'm cool. I got fire. That's good.
Oh,
I
they
can
would've
see fire. If I had
felt it
wind,
in their
I'd be like, what about
bones.
fire too? I mean, you gotta feed fire with air, right? Like, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Excellent. Bully Scroot.
Oh, I don't get a Benny, okay.
No Benny for that. That was sad. Frivolous. Scroot's going to get your bennies.
What did I get? What suit did I get?
We're about to. You got diamonds. You study or work on an object de art. Well, an object of some sort. It doesn't have to be art, but you describe something that your hero wants or already has and values. Or you can talk about how you found something that has helped you in life.
No, I think Scroot's gonna see the two wizards honing their craft, and I mean he doesn't have any possessions, so he's gonna walk over and maybe like do a little whittling on his short bow, kind of etching some cool designs. Maybe take a few shots and into like the side of a tree or something.
Yeah, why don't you give me a whittling? What would I want for whittling? I don't even know what. I mean, agility?
Is that what you want, really?
Yeah, I mean that seems the closest, you know.
All right.
Yeah, you carve a fairly bitching whatever you like in your short bow.
It's gonna be a picture of the wench, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like
Hey,
just a
Did
portrait,
you
like
get
a
her name?
profile of her face? I'm sure I did. I mean, let's be honest. I was a gentleman.
Yeah. Is it Susie Sing Song? Sing Song Susie?
I don't know. David does not know.
Oh well.
He knows.
Okay, well that's good. That's good that he knows. Your friend Jojo, thank you so much for the resub. We love you. Aw. You're here every damn week watching the show. One of these days I'll check out the kingdom of the place where you're a duke. You make a kick-ass duke. But moving back to Sing Song Susie and you know, your V card and all that. Yeah, so you didn't like, is it like the exposed breast like, or is it more modest? What are we doing here?
I think just like the profile of her face.
Just the face in profile. Yeah, so you didn't get a raise, so nobody can tell that it's her.
Sure,
But
yeah,
I mean, it's a pretty good carving of a chick, you know?
all for the better.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Chef.
Yes.
Here we go. Chef, you got spades.
Spade.
So, you can spend time alone in quiet contemplation. You can talk about a great victory or personal triumph. Or a difficult obstacle that you've had to negotiate to get to this point.
Well, he's thinking, can I get a Benny?
No bennies for anybody tonight.
What are you talking about?
You didn't get a raise.
Hey, Scroot. Did I ever tell you the time I was
Why don't
on
fight?
this deep sea vessel? We were out in the deep blue. I was on a ship. First time I'd ever been under two captains. Captain Tate, Captain Miles. That was her name. And
It's a weird arrangement for a ship, but yeah, go ahead.
it was the first time I'd ever had dual captains. I mean, I'll tell you, they were the best of friends. best of friends. They know
Well,
each
you'd
other.
have to be, right? I mean,
I had never seen anything like it. And
Chef,
one
is
was
this the story where the one guy kills the other guy?
that is exactly the story.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I haven't heard this one in a long time. Tell it to me again.
So, somehow there were some local. You know, they had chased down some pretty bad individuals. They were hired by a group of mercenaries. They sort of, you know, were sell swords. They sold their services on the side, and we had chased these group of pirates down to a local island. They studied some sort of voodoo practices, and we chased them down the island. You know, and me being the chef that I was really was never wanting to fight, but I hung along to provide provisions and food and camaraderie. And
wait,
they had
island
managed.
ritual. Here we go. Right, there we go.
There we go. We had stumbled upon a small outcropping where they were doing some sort of satanic rituals, and people dressed in robes and incantations and chanting. It was getting a little dicey. I was hiding with the two in a small house, and one of the leaders of this cult group of some sort ran into the house, and they got into a melee battle, and you know, in the ensuing battle, the one of the captains, I'm not saying it was on purpose, but it looked on purpose to me, murdered the other one. Just cold blood murder, no reason, nothing, just out of the blue.
It was an accident.
It was not even close to being an accident. Just straight up killed the guy, and it kind of scarred me, which contributed that. And did I ever tell you about my father, my brother? Some other time I'll tell you about that. But those two situations together, the brutal nature of what happened to my father, but the disgusting lack of friendship, lack of companionship of
I got you,
this
Jason.
captain, the way he just brutally killed his friend without any sort of sadness or second thought. The look in his eyes was just pure, just evil. I had never seen anything like it. Needless to say, I got off that ship as quick as I could. But since that day, I've never felt the need to engage in any sort of fighting or hurting another human after seeing such disregard for not only friendship but for human life. So let that be a lesson to you.
What I love now is that this is the third time you have explained the reason that you can't fight, right? And every single time it has been something just starkly different, not even
That's right.
remotely similar to the... And each one was the catalyst that led you to
That's right.
becoming a pacifist so far. And that's, I mean, that's good. And also, fuck this Captain Tate. I mean,
Yeah, Tate, what an asshole.
He sounds like a
Tate
huge
did
dick.
nothing wrong.
I just don't, you know, man, Tate did nothing wrong. I tell that to Miles. But moving on, Captain Porter, here we go. Boy, it's gonna be hard to top that one. Yeah, no pressure. Oh, Joker, that doesn't work in this situation, does it? Oh no,
Hey,
it does.
no,
That's
we
right.
all
That's
get
right.
Benny.
We learned it. That's right. Everybody gets a Benny. Because that's lame.
And
Now,
I get to
you guys are
choose.
sitting on so many stacks. Yeah, so go ahead and choose from that laundry list of interludes. Oh my god, I'm seeing 6s on 2 players right now. That's disgusting. You guys are bad, and you should feel
You're
bad.
fucking some shit up tonight.
You're bad, and you should feel bad. Full stop.
Nah, we're never gonna make it to that mine. Let's be honest.
Oh, I know. No, I'm gonna have to actually throw an encounter in now. Like, oh, did I say that they had cleared this island of dangerous creatures? It's 17
Why is this-
yellowbacks.
A random alley in the middle of a forest.
This alley, this Indian alley.
Guys just
Okay.
snapping in unison on either side. Like they just sit here waiting. I don't know. Alright, so. Have you picked Captain Porter?
Okay. I think I'm trying to decide between spades and hearts. You know what? Let's go with hearts. So Captain Porter, at some point is gonna come over and see what Scroot's working on.
Dear Lord, I'm like a counselor.
I think we agreed on that, like as early as episode 1.
Yeah.
So I see that Scroot's working on a picture of a woman, and Captain Porter over his shoulder. That's it's quite a fetching image there, Master Scroot. I'm impressed. You know, I don't talk about myself much like this, but I guess it's been on my mind lately. Did you know, Scroot, that I was married back in England? Oh, yeah, I suppose on Earth. I don't know if we're even on Earth anymore. But yes, I was married. It was more of a thing of convenience, really. But I do love her. We hardly see each other. It's the way of life of a naval captain, I suppose. Did I ever tell you about her, Scroot?
Do you love her in that way where you come home from sea for 4 years and you guys have one very proper dinner together and then you go back to the office and then you're off to sea for another 4 years?
That's exactly the way. So, Captain Porter, thinks that he loves her, but he doesn't really know what that entails.
Right, yeah. Has no conception of love, just duty, and it's your duty to have a wife and all of that.
Yeah, exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
Does Captain Porter have
Sweet.
any children?
He did not.
Excellent. That makes it easier.
Scroot, did I ever tell you about her?
Are you my father? Just kidding. Is the captain wearing like a wedding band or anything?
No, he doesn't have one. It's inconvenient for, if you gotta be working with your hand.
Was that the fashion at the time? When did the wedding band become a contemporary symbol of marriage? I'm not even certain.
I actually did look it up before this. They've been around for thousands of years, Perry.
Huh. The more you know.
Ba-da-bum. No, Captain, you've never told me that before.
Yes, I suppose not. I don't speak of my personal life very often. It's,
Now, is she a wife in a
know.
box plot device, or does she have a name?
Her name is Victoria.
Victoria.
Yes, she.
Good name for a
Her family
ship captain.
and mine got along quite well, and I knew her occasionally as a child. We weren't quite neighbors, but my family would see hers at social functions and such. But when we were married, it was quite a special occasion for us. It was just after I attained the captaincy on the Palace. Not too long ago, but it was a quite a time in my life. Pity that you all weren't around to see it. It's just the way of things in the military. We have different crews, different relationships and such. But she's quite lovely. The longer we're here, I do find myself missing her. Although I wasn't home often. In fact, hardly ever. But there was always someone to look forward to seeing when I arrived at home.
Won't you
I don't
describe her
suppose-
for us, then, Captain?
Oh,
Random
right,
crewman.
yes. No, I apologize. Yes. No, she's not too tall. No, about somewhat taller than you, Scroot. She's long brown hair, brown eyes, and she was from the south of London. She grew up in the city, and never much ventured out, and that was actually something that we quite enjoyed, was the time together when I could tell her, the tales of my travels, and regale her with the interesting artifacts and things that we came across. She especially loved the tales of the Spanish holdings that we ventured into in the Caribbean. But unfortunately, I think she would have loved this place, to be quite honest with you. But I don't think she'll ever get to see it. It's a pity.
Oh, Jonas, it sounds so ribald.
I won't go that far. No.
Do you think we'll ever see them again? People back home?
Well, Master Scroot, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. I shall endeavor to
certainly
get us
doubt
back to England if it's all possible.
Excellent. Excellent. That is Benny's administered. A little more about our characters discovered. Hey, we got Victoria of the quiet disposition and childbearing hips. We've got yet another story of Chef's non-violence. We have dueling wizards, each one just flopping out their wizard junk and, having a wizard junk off. And then we had Scroot carving his lady love into his short bow. And you scribble her name in there too?
No.
No. So it could be any old broad then. That's intentional now. It's like the likeness wasn't good, so this one's you, baby. It's for all the beautiful women I stand for. Yeah? No?
Probably a little embarrassment there.
Yeah. Still a little embarrassed. I mean, you should just be fortunate you passed that vigor roll, because you'd definitely be itching by now.
Yeah.
But moving on, gentlemen, we appear to find ourselves in what we would assume to be the outside of the mine. There is a fairly established, deeply wagon-rutted trail for a good while. Most of the endeavor, 3/4 of the quarter-day trip inland. And then it diverts, simple signage pointing towards the mine, and it becomes much more rough going. Give me a tracking roll, anybody that would like to do so.
Lower myself to looking at the dirt.
Oh, not
I'd say
you.
tracking is not my forte.
Scroot and Chef. It is clear to both. Well, never mind. Screw you, Chef. -3, dang. Scroot. It seems to you as though this trail was more frequently used some time ago and has recently fallen into disuse. I don't know where you guys got horses, but there you go. You're on a wagon. Take it.
I've procured a wagon.
What was that,
Captain,
Scroot?
Captain, it looks like this is a path, but like look at all these fallen branches. And they're like the leaves have grown out into the path. I don't think people have used this for a little while. Do you have a good
you're
gauge
right.
of how long or
Not with that roll, no. At least a month, it seems like, since it's been heavily trafficked. You can tell that it certainly, at some point ago, was a much more developed path, and that nature has reclaimed it. No more than 3 months, but at least a month, yeah. That's what you get on it for.
Perhaps you're right about that, Master Scroot, and it appears that I may have been wrong about Captain Scurvy. See, I must assume that if he were to be removing iron from the mine, that he would do so by ship. It appears
Well, do you have a plan? I mean, are we just gonna run in and see what happens?
Unfortunately, without more information, I suppose that's all we can do. Unless someone else has an idea of what we should do.
I could try to scout it out, see what's going on, and come back and let you guys know.
It may not be a bad idea.
Quiet boy.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Well, I see up to.
You see, I've got 6 bennies, so shouldn't be an issue.
Clank,
We're gonna
clank,
need a
clank.
call sign of some sort.
I've got this yummy, delicious bag of bennies.
I'm pretty
we
sure
need a
they could
call
swing
sign.
at me 4 or 5 times and I'd be good.
No problem, really.
I don't feel comfortable sending you in alone, Master Scroot. Would anyone care to accompany?
I'd like to sneak away while he's turning around trying to get help.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth roll by everybody else's, except for Captain Porter's, opposed notice roll.
If anyone with the captain sees me, I'm gonna scowl at them. Don't rat me out.
Well, I mean, Chef has definitely seen you. Ambrose has seen you. Like, because you literally, like, Captain Porter turns around and he goes, I say, and you crouch down real low, right? And everybody's, like, looking at Captain Porter and you're right behind him. Like, it's not, yeah, no, literally everybody is like, why are you crouching, Scroot? Like, you were in, like, stealth mode like you were in Skyrim. Like, you could just crouch and all of a sudden, like, the eye would close, you know?
Oh,
All right, so Scroot crouches and then immediately busts off into a Naruto run. Not a exceedingly fast Naruto run, mind you, because he immediately heads off into the undergrowth, which impedes his exfiltration. But does anybody want to holler after him, or alert Captain Porter that Scroot just started he's raiding Area 51 right now? Like,
We hadn't really discussed how he would signal us, would he?
I'm gonna come back.
That's your concern. Well, I mean, that's all well and good, but he probably should have, caw something.
Mentioned a bird whistle or something.
Right. Too late for that.
What if he gets in trouble?
Just scream Leroy Jenkins.
I suppose he will scream if he's in trouble. No one's gonna ask why I'm talking about this? No? Okay.
Oh, was that in character?
Yes, that was in character.
Wait, Master Ambrose, are you volunteering to go with it?
No, the young man just ran off, and I was wondering
Wait,
whether he had not even mentioned to us.
Yeah.
Screw!
I mean, he's already 9 away. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Those little tiny-
he's out of it.
yeah.
He's headstrong for sure.
He's something. He's special.
He's going to get himself killed, is what he is. That's a weird accent.
Cocksure and headstrong.
Master
Dude, I already-
Scroot.
I already love this map. This is killer.
Looks great.
Thank you. You come across a thoroughly abandoned looking camp. I will need a notice roll from you. It definitely looks abandoned. No smoke coming from the fire. No signs of activity or movement. The forest noises are coming through. Give me a common knowledge roll. So, the lean-to is the kind of a structure that you'd anticipate to see in some kind of a ramshackle mining endeavor. However, both of the tents in the background here are quite clearly stamped with the seal of the East India Trading Company.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and report.
Give me a stealth roll.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Beautiful. Go back and report.
Captain!
Scrooge,
You see me like
you
a
had me
peer out
worried.
of the trees. I found the cave entrance. There's nobody there. At least I didn't see anyone there. I think it's safe for us to approach. But there's no signs of Captain Scurvy. I'm not even sure he's here.
Well, this is why they don't have a mind that's functioning. No one's there working it.
Back to work
Indeed.
ethic with
Perhaps.
you.
Always. He's worried somebody's not doing their job.
Perhaps
Captain, there's also
there's
something else. Captain, do you remember that sign that I showed you from the ledger?
the East India Company. Yes.
Yes. Well, I've seen that. I've seen that symbol again on some tents. Here, come. I'll show you, and I'll lead them the path back to the edge.
What in blazes are they doing here? Do you? Now, good work, Scroot. Don't do that again. But good work. I appreciate that you were
Jolly
able
good,
to note.
I'll never.
but
do
jolly
it again.
bad.
Ambrose is going to kneel down behind this wooden log. Yes. That's definitely a version of the East India Signal Trading Company's logo? That's weird.
Definitely, he says logo.
Sigil.
Sigil? Coat of arms? Well, whatever I say, y'all hear him saying yees and yon,
Right, yeah,
So-
it's not.
these and thous.
That's some very modern branding. Very Web 2.0.
The UX in this entire camp is spot on.
Spot on.
Does there appear to be any like without having to get too close, like any disruption or scuffling or tracks that show like maybe there was a struggle, or do I need to get closer to see that?
No, but everybody can give me a notice roll at a -1. Even you, Captain Porter.
So -3.
Nope. Just a flat -1. This isn't a visual.
Gotcha.
Ooh, maybe it smells weird here.
You guys are talking too loud. I can't hear anything.
We don't notice. Shit.
No.
I still got that Joker bonus there.
How dare you? Clear. Oh, excellent. So, yeah. No, you don't notice anything.
Well, Captain, it seems
I
safe
say we
for us to
proceed.
investigate this camp.
Did we come here for nothing? Oh,
No, Master Scroot, we did not. I say we proceed. Just recently, the Parliament assumed entire control of the company, and we should be in good hands.
What parliament? There hasn't
oh gosh, here it is.
been a parliament.
Our
It was
nightly politics
dissolved by the
episode.
Lord Protector.
Let me get some popcorn.
Oh, yeah, no,
You-
Cypher, it's happening. Thank you for the resub, by the way. We love you.
Look, this seems a discussion for another time. In fact, we have
Yeah, no,
just
oh, no.
steps
Oh,
away
no.
from the
Yeah,
action.
Porter.
No, please discuss the differences and
Captain
why
Porter,
you
common
think this is
knowledge
different.
roll at a +1. You're an educated man.
Oh,
Yes.
barely.
So, you know well the events he's speaking of and the time period, in fact, that he's speaking of relative to you, and the sheer impossibility. I mean, this is the second time this madman, is
Pretty
talking
sure
about
it's a
the-
10.
Well,
The
this-
dissolution of Parliament happened several hundred years ago. It was reinstated. What?
Not but a couple of years ago. I have
Wait,
said
wait.
again and again.
Wait, guys. What year? What exact year are you referring to?
No,
The actual
1657.
Captain, what year are you talking about?
Well, Master Chef, you well know we when the storm happened. It was 1782.
Okay, so you two figure that shit out.
hey, Brian,
Oh,
these guys
it's
are talking
magic.
about the years they came from. What year did you come from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
1732.
I gotta Google it.
1732. Well, that's a tumultuous time for Ireland, but yeah, 1732. So yeah, that's wrong too.
So how is it possible that all of you, all of us, are from different years?
Well, three of
the
you are from the
same-
same year because y'all are on the same ship. Screw Captain Porter and Chef.
Right.
It tracks for y'all. These other two fucking Looney Tunes, though.
If Scroot knew what years were, that might matter.
Oh, that's
The
true.
same-
Screw.
the same way that I was a 68-year-old man, but the moment I came here, my unguent worked and my age was halved.
Yeah, I
This
don't know what
land
that
is
means.
magic.
I don't know what that word means.
You
But
were 68 years old in the 1600s. That's not. It's impossible. You would be more than 100 years.
Yes, it is not, I wouldn't say, 1657 now in this world. Nor did you travel back in time, nor I forward in time.
Also,
So any-
68
this is
in
not
like the
our
1600s, you were like Methuselah old. You were like 702. Jesus.
Or the common misconception.
Right,
that
no, I
once
know.
got
If you make it
young-
past childbirth, yeah. No, I know.
it's all the dead
Yeah.
children that
All the dead babies.
Right.
Hey, fun
It's really
topic
their
for the
fault.
pandemic. Yeah. You know, it's awesome. Historical infant mortality rates. They're tight. All right.
Ambrose, anything in the books you read, anything that would, the constellations are different.
Yes, this is a
We
different
come
world.
from different times.
And this world likely has its own time.
How do we get
This-
home?
Yes,
Oh,
that
that would
is
be-
the question.
Get me one of those mirrors from the lighthouse, and perhaps a storm again. And I don't know.
Where are we, gang? Don't you mean, when are we?
I'm an alchemist. do
Not
you
a
want
time traveler, damn it!
a poison? Do you want some sort of healing elixir? I could work. Do you want to
Actually, I do. I have a wound.
dissolve
No.
gold into aqua regia?
I would really like to
Precipitate it again.
Chef,
Well,
don't
then
ask him
get
for
me
poison.
to
He
a
doesn't
well-stocked market.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one in the bottom of the mine.
And while we are sitting here squabbling, y'all should go over there and investigate this camp, see if anyone's here, and then we'll go into the mine and get these men back to work.
Fine.
The curious Major Hindrance has definitely led Scroot in that direction.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get about there, and you are hit with the stench of decay.
Oh, Captain, Captain.
Yes,
I
Master
think,
Screw, what is it?
I think something's died over here, or perhaps someone.
We could examine some bodies then if there was a death.
Seems
Chef
to
follows
be,
the
East India Trading Company tents.
I open up one of the
Careful,
doors.
boy.
That is foul.
I am going to need a spirit roll from you, Chef. You barely keep your lunch down as you open the tent, and there are several disemboweled and just torn to shredded human corpses in there. Yeah.
For God's
Captain.
sake, man.
Got
Or
that.
in that tent.
Ambrose takes out a honey-soaked bandage and holds it to his mouth as he
Yeah. Oh,
goes towards the...
Yes.
It'll help with the smell. Yes.
Ambrose, medicine roll.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh, like healing roll, I guess. That's all I got for that.
Savaged by beasts.
These men were not killed by men.
Interesting to note, however, the tent flap is not torn open. It was, sealed. You had to open it.
Doesn't
Perhaps.
make any sense.
Do you all suppose that there are people here like Mongrel on the ship, with his claws and fangs, but on land instead of in the water?
Scroot knocks an arrow.
Possible.
Because the tent flap here, it's not torn. It was opened up by normal means. Men inside, though, torn to shreds.
Do you suppose something happened to them and they
What were drug in?
somehow killed each other? Because I don't suppose that if someone were to murder these men that they would be so kind as to close the tent flaps after they left.
Well, these are the kind of flaps that close by themselves. When you push through them, they just kind of flop back into place. It's not stiff like a door.
Well, no, but it had I'm sorry, I should have described. It had the tassel tags. So somebody had closed it. They had put the little metal wooden peg through the cloth loop to, close the tent door. So you had to unseal it.
Well, it could have been opened up again, if it's like our man Mongrel on the ship, they could have had their wits enough about them to open and close these tents, and their blood up in their veins to tear these men apart. It's the same thing in this tent over here.
Yes. Only one body in there, though.
Oh, one body.
Screw.
You
Search
go
the
inside
bodies.
the tent and why
Chef
only
tells-
one in here?
Chef tells Scroot to search the bodies because he doesn't want to get gross.
No metal of any kind on their person. Interesting to note that one of them had a leather belt that looks like it was gnawed through in a couple of spots. Yes. It would take a pretty thorough examination to know any more than that. Of a
If
medical
I had
nature.
proper equipment and perhaps a table, I could give you more information. But out here in this jungle, these woods,
I'd
no.
let you give me another healing roll on the other tent to see if you can determine what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You said there was one guy in this tent.
Yeah, just one guy in that tent. Liver, kidneys, heart are all missing. The digestive tract is
yes.
there.
Yes.
Lungs are there.
Cannibals go for these meats. We call the kidneys the sweetmeats. Yes, the liver is. If you eat anything a part of a rabbit, you eat the liver. And for a man, it's the liver, the kidneys, heart.
That's
Yes.
disgusting.
Otherwise, we taste not that good. I've
How
heard.
old? How old does it look? Is this fresh or is this look?
Oh no! I mean,
Quite- quite
this is
time.
well into it. I mean, he's like poking around in soup.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Oh.
So moldering
yes, they
at
were.
this point into the moldering
They were not
stage.
murdered so much as predated upon.
Does the one single guy in this tent look more in charge than the people in the other?
An excellent question. Give me a notice roll at a +2, given your line of inquiry.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna roll better.
Wow. It's just wow. There we go.
That'd be a 6 because I didn't add the plus.
Yeah, yes. But not a raise, regardless. But impossible to tell, given the state of the corpses. But you do notice that the other room had 3 sleeping arrangements, and this one appears to have had 1, leading you to assume that, this fellow might have been in charge, but certainly this is the quarters of the individual that was in charge, yes.
Okay.
Ambrose, does it look like it happened in the tent or were they placed here?
Well, there's no blood trails drugged to the tents. And
There's
there's quite
definitely
a scene.
sufficient amount of gore in here to indicate that it likely transpired here.
Yeah. Men could have been asleep or imprisoned here and then killed at the leisure. But they were definitely part of the meeting. So it was not a murder so much as a snack.
I start
Snack?
looking around.
Is that 1600 snack? I don't know. Hey Google, etymology of snack.
Yeah, a lot of what we're saying isn't from the 1600s.
No, I mean snack. I'm sure is 1300. Wow.
Oh, I'm being
Wow.
archaic in my
To
speech.
bite or snap from Middle Dutch. So congratulations.
Literally
snack.
is snack.
Boom. Yeah, it was a
Wow.
snack.
Mhm.
Chef searches around the rest of the camp, see if anything stands out.
No, but give me a common knowledge roll. What stands out isn't so much what is present as what is missing. There are personal effects, paperwork, ledgers, maps, all that kind of shit. Nothing metal.
Metal.
No dishware, no cookingware, no weapons, no hand mirrors, no combs, no swords, no shot. No metal, no nails.
Captain, I'm recognizing a theme here. No metal. No metal anywhere. Of any sort.
What could it mean?
And I'm beginning to suspect these men would work the mine if they could.
I love your character so dang much.
He's the one that locked in the quickest, it seems like,
Yeah.
for sure. We're all finding him, but Ambrose was like, oh no, I'm a bit of a bastard. Yeah, no, it's...
Can I check to see if there's any sort of like a journal or anything in this one tent of the one guy that seemed to be?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, charts and ledgers and notes and... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing that would give us any idea of what they were up against.
No. There's a journal there, certainly. The entries were daily until a month and a half ago. Really standard. Mostly sums of iron removed from the mine, minor points of discipline. The person that wrote the letter was in the employ of the East India Trading Company, specifically under the auspices of an Admiral Duckworth, right? That was apparently utilizing the mine and some local brigand in an attempt to undermine the authority of the people running Brigady Bay in order to subvert the local populace and make it easier to take in a frontal assault and claim as a great port, deep water style, to bring it into the line with the rest of Charybdis. As we have mentioned previously, Brigady Bay is currently the only deep water port in the whole of Charybdis that isn't part of the Great Port Treaty. It doesn't have a harbor master, you don't have to pay dues, right? Your crew, your cargo isn't logged here. There are plenty of little pirate ports here and there where you can put in cutters and all kinds of small ships, but this thing, you can bring a man of war into Brigady Bay and park it right up next to the market. It's the only one in all of Charybdis that isn't currently on lockdown by an official government. So yeah, that's pretty plainly stated there. As to what happened, you have no idea. There was no mention of that. The entries just stopped.
Well, they certainly had the right idea, didn't they?
Give me a notice roll. Add a flat, add a +2 to negate your eye. You're reading. I mean, you can do that like this. Well, that would suck, wouldn't it, if I made you... I miss everything on every other page. Fuck. I don't know what to do about it. Jesus.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, no, that was real bad. No, you glaze over some stuff that doesn't seem important that actually is. But, you know, that's the way it works sometimes.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Chef, well, without going into the mine, Chef kind of glances. Is that pretty much as far down as he can see?
No, you can see pretty well in there. Not in the least because the thing seems lit. Mask mode.
Just real quick, Porter's going to pocket the journal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going in the mine now. Wonderful. Yes, you go first. Should be fine. Certainly the things that those men won't be in there.
And maybe we can find some people to talk to and maybe sort all this out.
I mean,
Oh no, I was being facetious. They're all probably dead in there.
Wait, who's keeping the lanterns lit?
They're magic.
I would just say
Who said
that
that?
every one of you be on your ready.
The cave echoes, who's keeping the lanterns lit?
All right.
Where's O'Brien? Is he behind the tent pissing?
He's looting the corpses. He's gotten several pairs of raggedy shoes.
He's doing something with the corpses.
Whoa. Brian O'Brien, what are we discovering about your character right now in your absence? You just...
All right.
I just
Chef.
love the smell.
Chef leads the way.
Chef, you immediately die. No.
Jeff on these steps.
All right. Oh. A ladder.
No,
Anything
makes
of
sense.
notice
It's
other
fine,
than
isn't
this
it?
ladder? And spooky music?
Just the ominous music. Perhaps the, so generally, mines are exceedingly, well, common knowledge rolls. Nobody's a miner here, so let's have it happen at a -1.
Screw is a miner.
Well,
Oh, a mine?
Minor,
I
how
got
do
it
they know?
oh yeah, Ambrose is like, yes, mines, of course.
We're all
Mines
just. Oh wait, no,
often
Ambrose knows.
mines often by necessity are dreadfully dry affairs, right? Water seeps in, it undermines the walls, destabilizes caverns, right? You simply cannot have abundance of water in a functioning mine. And the sounds that Ambrose hears, aside from the haunting pipe music, right? A whole lot of dripping.
Oh, this is not good or correct. There's too much moisture
What are you
here.
talking
Too
about?
much water. This isn't a mine. This is effectively a cave at this point.
Hey, I thought he was a fire mage, not a water mage.
Oh, before that, I was 68 years old. A long life.
68 years young. Thank you very much.
And once you're 68, it feels like it's being old, not young.
Facts.
Scroot is gonna look down the hole.
What the fuck? I don't want to hit
And was it dark down there, Scroot?
Yes, darker, of course.
Let me just. Ambrose is gonna. Now, I have a way of making it lighter down there. For a brief moment.
Do I hear anything before he blows something up?
Give me a notice roll. Just the moisture accumulation on a 4. Sounds very wet and very dark down there.
Well, if you're worried about me things on fire, the water really will help with it. And I'm gonna just cast a little firebolt.
Are you
down
sure
into
it's
the-
water? What if it's oil?
Yeah, no.
I quote unquote miss.
Yeah, no, but I mean it slams into the ground. I mean you just no spell casting though. That was but no, that's yeah, you just and it fizzles out.
It
Oh
happens
my
sometimes.
Impotence. It's too damp in here.
Let's try
I
this
swear
again.
this has never happened before.
There, and then with a raise so it's free.
Right, yeah. Whoosh. The fireball explodes onto the floor of the chamber about 10 feet down. And everybody give me a notice roll. That was a weird roll.
No, it didn't roll. It just went out there.
Well, fantastic. Ambrose Avon, it's hard to tell over the dramatic whooshing, right? But you swear that you hear a slight scrabbling noise and perhaps a
A Murloc.
That definitely sounds like our man Mon. And he just steps way back from that ladder. Yes, there is something down there, and it sounded like Mongrel.
Well, he's been fairly friendly so far, but if we've seen anything, it's that he can tear things to pieces with his teeth and his claw.
I don't think it's actually Mom.
Well, I mean, he didn't follow you. He's just hanging out in the mine right now, just eating everything. You get down there, he's trying on people like hats, all super happy. Yeah. No, I very much so doubt it's Mongrel.
It's like him. is
Yes.
What I said. Like him.
Mongrel adjacent, if you will.
Yes. Close enough to want to eat people. So.
From where we are, does it look like there are more lit lanterns down in there, or is it just...
It does, yes. But it is darker, being subterranean and the like.
Screw it, check it out.
Captain, what are we doing here? Captain Scurvy's clearly not here.
Iron. We need iron, kid.
Well, I'm
Right.
not mining out there
Right.
with myself.
If we find iron, how are we supposed to get it back to our ship? How are we supposed to get it back to Burgundy Bay?
Perhaps we don't. Perhaps we find the iron, make sure it's here, and then come back with a mining crew.
Yes.
Well, if there's monsters down there, I don't see how we are going to get any iron.
Did I mention the fireballs?
Ladies.
I mean, they're aware of us now, certainly. We could go and come back after time has passed.
It's definitely a Murloc.
A kahana, you racist.
Huh.
Well, if they climb up the ladder, we can just pick them off one by one and be
Oh,
done with
and
these.
they certainly will. You know, we'll clear the mine using
Okay.
only this map.
Chef,
Bully!
Chef takes Chef jumps on the ladder,
Oh,
climbs down
Chef.
a few
goodness.
steps, and
Uh,
peers down into the.
Chef, give me
the
a
next.
climbing roll at a -1. The ladder is coated in a thick goo.
Hold.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
no.
I don't know how many I'm wasting on this. Oh wait,
Oh,
there we go.
Just the
Nice.
one. Yeah, you slide, and I mean, you were not expecting the lack of friction in your hands, right? Your feet
Right.
slip off a rung, they break through the next rung, right? And you catch yourself about halfway down the ladder.
Looking pretty sweet while I do it though.
Right.
Very
Well, I
graceful.
mean, on a 5, certainly. I
Right.
mean, you know, a 5 speaks to me of like an acrobatic, you know, grace and dexterity. And wait, isn't one of your arms dislocated? I believe it is. You have an arm
was
out until all your
temporary.
wounds
Temporary.
wounds
Yeah,
are
you're right,
repaired,
it was.
though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that was actually a 3. Because I forgot to factor in the additional -2 from you having one good arm right now.
His stomach acts as a.
Oh, is his stomach a third arm? I
Yeah.
forgot that. When I read the obese hindrance, I do remember it saying
He was
that your
jamming his stomach in
your
between the rungs.
stomach acts as a third. Now, the fucked up thing is that I have been fat enough to attest to the fact that there were times in my life where definitely I have caught myself with my stomach. I fell halfway through a roof once, right? And it was not my arms that stopped me.
That's what I was referring to.
Right,
Absolutely.
but you know, unfortunately, as a gameplay mechanic, I'm afraid, despite the reality of the situation, it's not. I mean, you just fall on your ass down there. you know?
Fine.
Is
It's not-
there any sort of a rope up here that we could like help lower him down with?
No,
Lay
I
him
mean,
down.
if you just like, so he jumped on the ladder. He said, displaying no caution. Nobody had like inspected. You know, they're like, "Is it dark down there?" Yes. You know, ladder is gooey, right? And like, I think everybody else now could be like, he could be like, "Oh shit, I'm on my ass down here. Be careful," because the ladder it looks intentionally coated in a thick goo.
How
Jeff
far
sta-
down did you say it was?
It's like 10 feet. It's, 12 feet
Yeah.
maybe. The ceilings here are 10 feet, so there'd have to be a couple of feet.
I think Scroot's just gonna try to jump down.
Just jump
Oh.
down.
Yeah, like maybe
Oh.
hang on to the edge, lower himself. and then
have
go.
Chef
Prince
catch
of-
him.
A la Prince of Persia style.
Okay, give
Chef,
me
catch
an
the boy.
athletics roll.
Jeff puts his hand out.
Be careful.
Jeff puts his hand out as if he's gonna catch him.
Athletics roll on a 14. I mean, do you like swing under there and then flim flam like grabs your arm and you do like an acrobat twirl? I mean, like on a 14, Jesus. How many raises is that? Let me just see here. I'm gonna punch this into the raise calculator. Just 2 raises, so it wasn't too ludicrous, but still fairly ludicrous.
Yeah.
Well, I will just cautiously go on the ladder then.
Impressive display.
An impression, yes, excellent. So just a standard climbing roll.
That'll be unskilled. Not unskilled, there.
Somebody want to assist the old man down the ladder? Man,
Yeah,
another
well-
rung breaks on this ladder. 2 more rungs break on this ladder.
I fall down. I fall down.
No, it's just missing 3 rungs now. Seems very unstable at this point. So far, we have 3 of the 5 down. Were somebody else to fail, though, their climbing roll to get down here, the ladder might be, I mean, it'd probably be broken to the point where it would not be a ladder anymore. Meaning,
Master
you would have
O'Brien,
to find
I'll
another
hold the ladder
exfil.
for you while you descend.
I mean, we can always human pyramid out if we need to.
Hold the
Yeah.
ladder while he descends. That'll let him do it at a +2, assuming you succeeded a strength roll. Captain Porter?
I'm super good at strength.
That
He's
you
just
are,
so
sir.
cute.
Yes.
Hey.
+4 on your climbing roll, good sir.
Wow.
He is the rock that anchors you during these trying times. So just a climbing roll then, Brian.
Oh, I thought that was for someone else.
I was holding it for you while you go down.
No, you go down. I'm gonna jump
Well,
down.
he can't hold the ladder for himself very well, can he?
Captain, I'll jump
All right,
down.
fine. You just
go down.
wasted a D10 roll on a D6. Congratulations, sir. All right,
Right,
jump
how's-
down. Give me an athletics roll, Brian O'Brien.
Well, I want to use my spell, my wind, to try and,
You're gonna blow MP to
Oh.
fancy go. All right, first off, what spell are you attempting? Because
I would like to use deflection, but I don't know. I mean, it feels like it can keep things away from me. Maybe it could, like, help keep
that
the
is
ground away from you.
definitely a stretching of deflection, I am afraid. At that point, you're just like, look at this, I can free fall! You know, that's not really... No, I'm afraid that's...
Brian can't fly?
Not at this juncture, he can't, certainly.
Okay, fine. I'll take it. I'll do my
Again,
athletics.
to stress this for the crowd at home, you have been a wizard for 5 fucking days.
How far down is it?
It's 10 feet, that was perfect. You just, land deftly, nice little roll. Roll out, and now it's just Porter up there.
Looking very miffed as he holds the ladder for no.
Right.
I hate pirates.
He goes to adjust his uniform and forgets he's not wearing it again. Ah.
Yeah,
It has got to be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
So here's my climbing roll.
Alright, One-Eyed Jonas. Nobody's gonna hold the ladder for him now?
It doesn't matter.
Oh my lord!
I'll be
The...
the
so
captain.
Every rung on the ladder snaps in half, and it falls into 2 disparate pieces as Captain Porter takes a level of bumps and bruise fatigue from ass over. I mean, that was a bad landing, man. It was 10 feet, but that was boom! Took the wind out of you. You're sitting there, everybody's just kind of standing around and pointing at you and chuckling. I mean, I don't even know. That was rough. Nobody offered to assist.
He went down the fucking
Damn.
ladder as I was saying him. I think he's like, critical failure. Never mind. We could have all been holding that motherfucker. And it would not have worked.
So,
I feel like it was just a really bad, like arms flailing, like land flat on your back.
So, when I was like 13, right, I was new to sleeping outside, right, and there was this fire escape that you had to get up on top of, not a dumpster, but like a trash barrel that had a round lid on the top, right, and you had to climb up on that, grab the bottom rung of the fire escape, and then pull up yourself up the thing until you got a couple of arms, and you could climb up the ladder normal, like sleep on a roof where nobody would molest you at your 13 years old, right? I did this successfully for several weeks until one morning when the trash can lid was very dewy, right? And I lowered myself from the last rung, right? And my foot slipped on the trash can, and I went back and my head bounced off the concrete. The only time I've ever been knocked unconscious in my whole life, and the people that were with me say it was for a minute and a half, which is awesome. That is a super long time to be unconscious. But, so yeah, no, I've taken that fall before, and I imagine it very much so, like, you know, done. Mm-hmm.
That looks right. Yeah.
But hey, everybody made it down a level, so yay! Yay! We're all down here now, and there are no repercussions to the totally elegant way that we all made it down here stealthily and with dexterity. So again, to the viewers at home, we'll have to recall there is no longer a ladder. But look at that lighting. Look at how you can see the lighting of the relative safety of the lair above you. Oh, man.
Oh, you'll have to just keep describing it because...
Yeah, because I won't share
there we
it.
go.
Yeah, well, I was
Talking
talking it. I was giving it to the audience, you know, because
Right.
they're the ones that matter at the end of the day. I mean, I know you guys are like
Oh,
players
wow.
or whatever, but I know a little
That's
flash lighting, right? Yeah, it's a little ambiance.
Nice.
Right. Unfortunately, it is also bright enough down here to see all this shit.
And then you're going to unmask a penis shape.
You know what? I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, but
Wow.
yeah, no, that's a dick. That is you know what? We're just gonna. Now I can't unsee it, so we're gonna have to give it like a tumor nut over here. There we go.
Okay.
Wait, now that's kind of worse though, isn't
It looks
it?
like
I
a
mean,
femur.
Goofy's head right there.
It looks
Yeah.
like a femur.
Your hook?
yeah, it's a femur. It's a femur. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for the clean
Get
interpretation.
your head out of the gutters, people.
All right, Cletus.
No, young Master Scrooge, hold up. Wait.
Only dead bodies.
You're running off.
I think
none of the
Captain Porter
pointers.
is right behind Scroot, just like trying his best to be like,
So these bodies are very much so fresher. In that,
Goodbye.
give me a second here. I gotta unmask. Take forever. Thank you. It loves it. It loves it. And that they are currently actively being consumed.
Oh,
You, strangely, have not been noticed. There was a response to the fireball, and then they have gone back to, and it should be said that, Screw, you can see this fellow here pretty clearly, and he still looks kind of alive. Like, there are movements there that might be like post-mortem. I mean, I'm not sure how many corpses you've seen, but his legs still seem to be going a bit.
That ain't nothing but muscle twitch.
I like the planning going on.
Right,
here.
yeah.
I just haven't had a line before. Now, do we save this man, Scroot? You see it.
I'm not saving is not really the. Do we mercy kill this man? You know.
Well, not
Please do a dead
immediately.
shot.
The other
Please
two
do.
seem quite dead, and it should be noted that the Kahana here, because they're clearly fishmen, like Mongrel, each one with the big dorsal fin and the long claws and teeth. I mean, the one on the bottom there just seems to be idly like raking claw marks in the back of one. Right, and the other one is definitely the top is eating organs, as is the one in the middle. But yeah, each
Chef
one.
pushes everybody
Yeah.
to the side. Do you mind if we talk this out for a second?
I say, I whisper, your as I knock an arrow. Your orders, Captain?
Well, they're eating humans, of course. Kill them.
do you say it like that?
Well, I mean, they are eating humans, and I am jingoistic
Right.
at this point.
I'm gonna let the arrow fly.
I'm just hold here 1 second. Oh my God, they don't notice. Holy shit!
Hey.
Of course they're eating humans. Have at them! And they are really
Face
into.
deep.
I want
Screw.
to cast a spell. I want to cast. I want to cast the deflection on Chef, the captain, and Scroot.
Okay, let's get the magic roll. Screw, you have the drop on the individual that you will be attacking. Wow, I thought that was 2 ones for a second. So that'll happen at a +4 for both attack and damage dice. But yes, you get deflection off. Give me a
Wow.
second here.
Nice.
Deflection. Oh, that's right. We pull it up in your character sheet because it's one of the spells that for some reason has the ability to do that and even has the range, the raise value put in there, which is fun. So you said Chef, Captain Porter, and Scroot.
Yep.
Alright, Scroot. Chef. And Captain Porter. Excellent. They have deflection applied. Scroot. Let loose your arrow.
I am going to called shot to the head.
Ooh,
Oh.
erasing your plus bonus from the drop. So it'll happen at
But
plus dice.
Marksman makes it.
Oh, I keep
plus
forgetting
2.
you have marksman. Yes, so this will happen at +2.
Wow.
which is phenomenal for a cold headshot. I mean, it is a combination of the drop and all that. But yeah. Yeah, so plus 8 damage.
That's
From the combination of the drop and the...
insta-kill.
Oh, yeah, no, Kahana number 6 is... And you send it right through his black eye. He goes... And then falls over. Quite dead. Quite dead.
Good shot, Master Screw.
As dead, in fact... Why is it not... open up, you son bitch. There it is. Bam! Alright. But that has certainly, they're now like, what the fuck? And we are gonna...
Accent and all.
We are going to be more dramatic than that.
Just 7 more to go. I mean, 3 more to go.
How dare you see the combat tracker, sir? Alright, but yeah, we'll unmask the whole
I just
conflict.
heard the mongrel screams in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh no, they're mongrel screams, yeah. Mhm.
That's amazing.
Right, no. Hey, I've had a little more time to design sound sets recently for no reason whatsoever. So, alright, mask mode, and we'll clear all this out since the jig is up. I feel like keep forgetting about the combat tracker.
Ugh.
Oh no!
Alright. So here we go, first round. Oof. Screw. You
Oh.
magnificent bastard. Up first, and then Kahana's.
Nice.
Lurl. Bye, Screw.
I got you.
Now you got the flexion on. You're sitting pretty.
Do I have line of
Especially
sight? Do I have line of sight on number 5 there?
You have line of sight on 3 and 5, yes.
Okay. He's gonna take a shot at 5.
Alrighty.
Same thing, called shot to the head, but this is Sans drop.
Yep.
So
-2.
we at a -2.
Yes, sir.
We're not the one closest to you?
Whip. And a whiff. You have all those bennies sitting on 6 of them.
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
Benny and the Jets.
Oh,
Still at a
3 again.
-2 though, so 3 again.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. Yep, sorry. No, that's a miss.
Alright, just a whiff.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Master Skirt. Progenitor Wild Kahana is going to advance his full movement die. You know, all that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh.
Yeah, like...
And he is going to attempt to claw the shit out of you. Screw it. Claws raking out viciously. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hits
Yeah,
with the
wow.
raise, even through the deflection. The claws
That's
finding
wow.
purchase in your soft, young, tender flesh. So tender. So tasty. I'd eat Scroot first. Scroot, here we go.
Oh.
A single wound dealt. Would you like to soak, sir?
What do I drag it on?
Oh, drag it over the soak in the combat tracker.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, that's not right.
I was shaking there. That's fine. I'll give you another Benny here. Just give me a vigor roll. Congratulations, you are wounded, sir.
Well, wait a sec. Does that?
Wait, yeah, why did I
doesn't
have
that?
2
That
wounds?
should be pre-wounds.
Oh, you're right. So never mind. Because the automated math makes me lazy. I don't like to actually think about math. No, you're fine, sir. Yes. Bully.
For now.
For now. I mean, what are the chances of all of them hitting with a raise?
Sweet Jesus.
Ooh, just oh, he's got a spear. Yeah, he's gonna spear you. It's
Oh man.
miss.
That would've hit
Ambrose,
you
I've
too
got 'em
without the
all grouped
deflection.
up for you.
Yeah, man.
Just stay out of the way.
Brian O'Brien.
Hi. I want to send bolts
Oh my.
to.
Can't grab the cone anymore.
Ladies.
Can I bolt 5?
Yeah.
Nice.
You definitely can. Bolt of wind coalesces into a shaft hard enough to deal damage. Sonic boom! Yeah, Kahana's head just explodes in a very stiff breeze.
Brian blows out afterwards. He just goes.
I'm feeling it. Ambrose, Avon.
I'm gonna squeeze past the
Yeah, I have to just get up there real quick, like. I say.
Alright, so I say I haven't done this one. And I'm just curious, who is going to be hit with this?
Those 4.
Those 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
A wave
assuming
of-
success, of course. And you can
Like
target all 4 of
Moses.
them.
yeah. Oh yeah, they're
Excellent.
all 4.
Brilliant.
So, how do I target all? Okay, let me just
Control click?
Boop. No, control click. Boop, 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 boop. Like Moses parting the Red Sea. Arms shoot up, and then like a wave of blue flame beginning at my feet rises and crests, and then crashes down on all of those mother.
Well, maybe roll the dice.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
No, we're gonna Benny that. We're gonna Benny that.
I mean, I like a crest. I was like, bro, you gotta give me
All the-
some dice
like-
before we get to the descriptor. And then fizzles out impotently. There you go.
Whoosh. Not free though.
Definitely not.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's all it's hit. And then
Whoa! They all run. Oh, I think you had to target all of them again for it to do the damage to all of them. Or
well,
will it do it?
they're all still targeted.
I know, that's weird. Here, I will.
Thankfully, they're all the same.
Whoa, that was not cool.
Racist.
Also, if that guy was alive still, he is dead now.
Which one? Oh
guy
yeah,
that you-
toasty guy. Yeah, no. It's funny because he definitely had exposition. I definitely mentioned him still twitching so that he could give you those like final sentence to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nerves. He was being gnawed upon.
Right, no, it's just a
Nerve
grisly
signals.
business. Captain Porter, young Master Scroot is being molested by a fishman.
Oh, not under my watch. Captain Porter will move up again. Well, seeing what just happened, he doesn't want to get in the way of all the fire. So what
the
he's
still
going to do is
burning
going to
corpses of
come
poor
around.
fishermen.
Porter's going to come around this side over here. Just squeeze his way around.
It's beginning to smell like a chippy in here a bit.
And he's going to lay the smackdown
Yep,
on this guy. Oh,
It
that did
is
not. That
alleged.
didn't work the way that I meant it to. Okay, hang on.
They're
That's
just
still-
screaming as they burn.
Yeah, I know. This one's like, Greg, why? You know? Yes, a hit, sir, yes.
Okay.
Rapier
So-
piercing his, fishy hide in between the scales, as it were, and he is shaken. Not quite a fell enough blow. Chef, try and talk it out, bud.
Chef squeezes. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me.
Somehow.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
And-
quite. Yes, down the stairs here.
Chef tries to knock him out. He tries to
Incap the
using his
fish
feet.
man?
Yeah. He's kicking him.
Yeah, alright. -1 to the attack roll since you were trying to use non-lethal.
Does he get a bonus for gang up on us?
Yeah, it'll happen automatic though.
Ah, okay.
I only mentioned
that's
the
right.
math I need
Happened to me
people
too.
to
Yep.
do themselves. Although that's bad for viewers, I really should mention that people are getting gang up bonuses and shit. Yeah, no, that's definitely a
Oh.
hit. Block out
Which
here, I
time you
will.
roll? Which guy is it? Like
Kahana
okay.
3. Yep, that's a hit. Go ahead and give me damage. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
no. Boop. He's down. Karate chop, Vulcan death grip. Ah. He's like, wow, my nervous system functions the same way. And falls down, unconscious. Yes. And next round, Captain Porter.
Wow, with a 9 of hearts, that's sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was pretty rough.
Seeing that one's down, Captain Porter will move up here and engage. Oops, that's weird. Okay, we'll engage this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8
Excellent. And a hit,
Cool.
sir.
with a hit.
Rapier whistling through the air.
Again, I'm so good at shaking.
I say, you weren't expecting this, were you? And you just slap him in the face with it. Like,
Pink.
Good to see you not using lethal
Alright.
damage. Stop
If
it.
only it was an EP. Alright, here we go. That one is unconscious, and this one remains shaken, so that was their turn. Screw. One of them's dazed, the one in front of you is passed out.
Finish him.
Yeah. Well, screw. I don't think I can kill it in front of Chef without getting in trouble.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Not now that he's incapacitated. I mean, kill him in a minute. He's got a very severe rapier wound, and then a karate chop. He's had a rough day.
yeah, I think Scroot is just gonna jump out, run down here, and make sure there's no more hiding.
And have you ever been into a fight right after you had a big meal? I mean, it's not the time. Not the time. That's like a, empty stomach deal. Light food. Maybe if you had a good breakfast mid-afternoon, that level of, But, yeah, there is nothing, that is clear down there. Just more tunnel
Gotcha.
leading off into eternity. Is that your turn, then?
Yes, sir.
Just peeping down the tunnel. Ambrose, Avon.
That one's on the ground. Oh, he's still standing. Very well.
Why? Whoosh.
Why on earth?
Yeah, that's a hit, yeah.
No. Unharmed.
He's,
There's moisture in here.
it's
They're
kind of
covered in
warming.
water.
Just showering in it,
I
bathed
feel
in
better.
flame. Brian O'Brien.
Yep. Is number 3 still alive?
Thank you for playing. Yes. He is incapacitated, though unconscious.
Right.
He was rendered
Right.
intentionally unconscious.
Well, I didn't know if Scroot's action had actually because we talked about him.
He didn't. No, he
killing
just ran
him
down, looked
after-
down the
okay.
hallway. That was it.
All right. Well, I want to go up to him and I want to take my axe blade out
Coup de
and
grace.
threaten the guy. I want to try and get information out of him.
knocked the fuck out.
He is unconscious
Oh.
currently, so I mean,
Yeah. That's not
Where's the film Joker?
and it's not really, it's not panning out. Yeah!
Slapping.
And I mean, you haven't even encountered one of these guys that speaks English, let alone Massaquani yet. You're like, tell me where the fuck is it? What's going on with the mine? Yeah, no, that's great. Is that's your intention though, to interrogate this guy when he wakes up?
Oh, 100%.
All right, Chef.
Chef runs towards this guy, does a jumping, spinning, some kind of fascinating kick.
A jumping,
did I tell
spinning, fascinating kick.
Yeah.
Let's
Let me Google that.
That's what it's
fascinator. It's
That's what
it's
it's
when you
kick.
wiggle your off foot
Fascinating.
in the air like this, so they go, "What's that?" So they miss
Right.
the danger foot. Oh, and you nail the wiggle.
Yes.
It's like a worm. They go, "Oh." And yeah, let's get the damage there. Good God. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, the fascinator kick definitely does the job. His jaw snaps to the side, and he is very non-aggressively killed.
Masterfully done, Master Chef.
And with that, we find ourselves back in the quiet of the flooded mines. And we are going to take our mid-show break. Thank you for sticking with us so far. I hope you have enjoyed the program. If you like what you see, why not join the Discord community? We're friendly. We talk about video games in the middle of a global pandemic. It feels good to have that sense of interconnectivity, even to a bunch of douchebags like us. So join the Discord, and we're going to be recruiting for a Friday night game here too soon. Horde, Saga of the Goblin Horde. God, it's been so long. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. You could take control of a goblin war boss as you lead a posse of fellow goblin NPCs in a quest against the hilariously tiny-headed and perfidious human scum encroaching on goblin lands. In addition to that, if you think tonight's wacky, you should check out Deadlands. They literally just got pooed out of a corpse that they had spent the previous week fighting the parasitic load of in melee combat after having been shrunk down to a cellular level by a automaton. And it's the year 1890. So that's different. That's different. But stay tuned for the rest of this, because we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, guys. we are back. Thank you for sticking with us through our hiatus. This is the second half of our 50 Fathoms Tuesday live stream, but chances are, if you're here, you already know that. So, welcome, and thank you for staying. They have just cleared out 7 of the 8 Kahana adversaries that lied in the mine here. Unfortunately, killing the guy whose name was Exposition Giver number 1. The other 2 were already dead in the process, but saving one of the fishmen, who was just now starting to lull a little, his gill plates flaring. Wow. Decisive, gentlemen. Decisive.
Oh, I thought somebody had something they wanted to do. Sorry.
Oh yeah. With his axe blade against his throat, what he assumes is his throat. Brian doesn't know. He's never seen a Kahana before. He just starts to yell at him uncontrollably.
That's fair. He's definitely starting to come to. Chances are he will perceive this as a threatening thing, given the
The
whole
blade to his
nature
throat?
of it, the
Oh yeah,
all of that.
100%.
But yeah, that's fine. I am going to need an opposed strength roll.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, no, he took quite a beating, and when he comes to, you managed to hold him in place. His eyes, it's hard to tell, they don't have pupils, right? They're just giant black pools, right? Seem to fixate on you, at least from the tilt of the head, right? The nictating membranes closing sideways as it blinks, the gill plates flare. And it seems to bare its rows of dagger-like teeth at you, and sort of...
Chef is kind of over to the side watching, thinking, I wonder what they taste like.
Ah!
Its movements are definitely alien. Rapid head movements, almost bird-like, Definitely seems to be getting its legs under it. Not that it's standing, but, its movements becoming more coordinated.
Brian sinks the blade in a little bit closer to his neck and just asks him, "What were you guys doing here?" Okay. All right.
Is that his response?
No,
I don't think
I'm
he's.
just,
I don't think he speaks human, kid.
All right. Brian just cuts his throat and lets him bleed out.
Yeah, give me a fighting roll at a +2. I mean, you have him at your mercy. It's a touch attack there. Would be a coup de grace, but he's technically conscious, so.
Oh my goodness, I cannot see or read.
Yeah, no. The axe blade catches his throat. The blue blood comes pouring out over the blade. It gurgles. Its eyes never seem to leave fixing on you, but after a point, the side eyes kind of close halfway, and it slumps into a heap. Took a minute to bleed out.
Chef searches the general area. Anything more in these little alcoves?
No, the water seems to be pooling up from below in these spots, though. Like these were low points on this floor. That's interesting, Captain Porter. I don't know why you couldn't select your porter. It's a token. It is not locked. Let me lock the token and then unlock tokens. Can you do it now?
Oh, I see. It's I think it's 'cause
blood.
it's over the blood.
Yeah, don't stand on the blood. Yes,
There you go. All right.
I forget that. Yeah.
Okay. As he watches this thing bleed out, Captain Porter will say, "You've done well, Master O'Brien. These these things were just murdering these humans, and as such, we can't show them any mercy.
Screw it, give me a notice roll.
Oof.
Just below the surface of the water in this room are, well, several pieces of metal, a few coins, some nails, bric-a-brac, a little bit of chain, what looks like the side of a crate, and also a very ostentatious pirate hat. Well saturated and trampled and looks chewed on a little. Got a big feather. Crushed velvet kind of deal, you know?
I think Scroot's gonna snag that if he can. Is it like deep or it's just
Oh no, just a couple of
underwater?
feet deep here, yeah. Now you can see it resting down there, even in the dim light. Oh yeah, it looks a lot like the hat that Captain Scurvy was wearing back in the Black Queen.
I had a feeling.
Scroot's gonna wear it as he walks back out into this.
Scroot, where did you
100%
get that
Dead
hat?
Man's hat. I'm loving it. So just to
Where-
clarify, so far,
Captain, who do I look like?
No, we're gonna park the bikes and walk here. Just to clarify, thus far, Scroot has attempted to take a cured and tanned human-faced loincloth and wear it, and now a dead man's pimp. Oh well, assumed
there was
to be
something
dead
else,
man's
too.
pimp pirate hat. There was a
Yeah,
third thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was something else
We
too.
don't mess around.
Yeah. No, you are fashion forward, Scroot.
Captain, who do I remind you of?
Where, Master Scroot? That's Captain
Where'd you get that?
Scurvy's hat. Yeah, where did you get that?
You don't have the rank to wear that hat.
Take it off at once.
I found it, Captain. Come and look, and I'll show them the pool that has all the metal stuff in it. I for sure don't give up the hat.
Right.
Well, you wear it better than he did, that's for sure.
Were anybody to check the pool to the north, they would find a very similar deal. Bunch of metal in there, like there was a cooking pots, you know, a hammer.
Cooking pots.
Mm-hmm.
Master Avon,
Yes.
tell me, does this almost appear sacrificial? We noticed that there wasn't any metal lying around upstairs and in the outdoors, but here there is metal in abundance in these pools.
Do you see any markings on the walls? Anything to indicate a named ceremony or any sort of markings ought to make it ceremonial?
Yes, it does appear ritualistic.
No, I mean, do you see any? Are the walls bare?
Do I see any?
You do not, but you can give me a notice roll at a -3.
Ooh,
Everybody.
Is that in...
That's a -5 for you, bud. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
I want to know.
You will, in
Oh!
fact. My God.
I don't know how I got it. I got an XO from the fatigue.
Alright.
That's a -6.
All right. You'll be damned if the fellow to the north there doesn't definitely look like he was in the Black Queen. I mean, it's hard to tell in his mangled state, but he looks like one of the fellows that was sat at the table with Captain Scurvy, in fact.
Look, this man is familiar.
Captain, I recognize him too.
That's true. Scroot does as well.
Yes, wasn't he, Master Scroot? He was at the Black Queen. These men are the crew of Captain Scurvy.
And I've got his hat, so what does that mean happened to him?
Well, I would only assume he was killed or worse, but
Worse than killed?
well, I would consider it worse to be eaten or sacrificed to some who knows what sort of being.
I don't know how the Kahana breed, but, you know, it could be worse. It could always be worse.
Oh.
You guys could be playing Deadlands, in which case they would inject their eggs into your chest, because that's how everything breeds in Deadlands.
Well, let's make sure then and finish this place out.
Yes,
And
quite.
then figure out how to get up that hole.
Well, I suppose the good news is these creatures seem to have done our work for us. If it is in fact Captain Scurvy we're after, then we need not worry. But yes, I agree. Let's continue. Must be our iron in here somewhere.
It should be noted that there is an abundance of iron, clearly visible in these lighter gray protrusions.
Ah, that's what
a better
that is.
DM
Okay.
would have referenced directly.
Well, perhaps we can clear out this mine and claim this iron.
Of course.
Lion, Zion. Yeah.
Chef, you seem eager. Are you leading the way? Or is young Master Scroot here, I kind of like ruffle his hair, wanting to get into the thick of it again?
Sure. I'm not scared of these things.
Oh, you should be. They ate that man's liver. And yours is tenderer.
It
would
should be
assume.
noted that the passageway, as it curves down here, begins to steeply descend. Probably a 10% grade.
But
Well,
Go on then, boy.
the lanterns are still lit.
Mm-hmm.
Lighted, boy. It's lighted.
I'm gonna
The-
peek around. I'm gonna peek around the corner. More corners.
Turns out the Kahana don't have night vision, it turns out. What a coincidence.
Peeking around the corner.
15% grade down here. Very narrow, single file.
Is
Yeah,
it
we're-
It
dry
seems-
or is it like mud-like?
Mud-like. It seems a much less refined than the previous passages. Like, this is something that was broken into and just starting to be, worked into a passage.
Careful, Captain. I'd hate for you to slip again.
Thank you, Master Scroot. I mean, it was really it was an accident, but let's not speak of that.
Minor criticism.
Yeah.
Now, careful in this mud. It seems very thick.
Yes, indeed. And let's do our best to not need to turn and run up this hill. This would be bad.
I'm gonna peek into this room.
Yes, there is a pool of water. And a terminus. It seems to end.
Oh. Is that it then?
Well, nothing to see here. Let's go.
Yep, time to go, bully. We have seen the mine in its entirety. Not much of a mine, was it? Just the one layer?
No. No wonder it wasn't very productive.
Alright. This is where they were
Okay.
getting all the iron from Brigandy Bay?
I did say it was a fledgling mine.
Yeah, no, there's definitely another one of those passages. This one
Can any
appears
of
to
you
be completely submerged
Breathe underwater.
in 3 feet of water.
Whoa.
Waist
means that
deep. Right here
The
at the lip.
entire mine must be flooded for it to have come up the ladder well.
I think Scroot's looking to make a name for himself here. I think he's gonna dive down and see if he can see anything out of the water.
No one's gonna follow you.
Well,
No
Scrooge
one
is
is going to
going-
follow you.
I'll
Cave
go with it.
diving?
No. He's going to go down to the opening and just like look in.
Yeah, inky blackness.
Okay.
A
He's not gonna swim into inky
claustrophobic,
black.
enveloping black horror. Silent as a grave.
Black what?
A black
Horror.
whore. Uh-oh.
Black horse. They're everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, I don't believe we'll be going down there.
Yeah, Captain.
Quite.
Captain, I don't see anything past the hole there.
No, there's certainly no need to dive down there. I can only imagine that the entire mine must be flooded. That would be lunacy. You'd never escape.
Doesn't this mean that the Kahana can just keep coming in here? There's no way to make this mine safe.
Well,
I
sealing
suppose.
this area off would.
I mean, it's pretty clear that they've dug their way in. They could just do that again.
Yes, I suppose so. We'd seal that off too.
I think whatever we're gonna take, we need to take it now.
Well,
Okay.
and
How
not to-
much? How
not-
much do you believe an anchor weighs?
Right, yeah,
How much
first
do you
off-
believe it weighs?
Holy shit, no. But, now, so Kahana, ocean creatures, right? Live in the sea. They're semi-aquatic. They need to be underwater at least once a day, right? You guys are a quarter-day travel inland. Last you checked.
And this is an island, so it could be riddled with caves that go out to the sea.
It's true.
I mean, we should be focused on how to get back out of this place and report back that Scurvy is dead. The mine
found
is
his hat.
infested.
Well, no good captain would willingly part with his hat.
Oh, I mean, certainly. I mean, these are facts.
And if he's not dead now, when we see him again, we finish the job nature started.
Nobody's just gonna,
Yes.
pop their head down there at all?
Oh, to the inky, enveloping dark.
I
that
did.
we
I did
again
pop my
can't
head down
see.
there.
No, you just said you
1
looked
foot
in
in
over
front
the
of.
edge. You could jump in and take a
No.
look. You can keep your hands on the lip.
In the inky, black, enveloping darkness.
Silent as a grave. Yes.
Does anyone have a rope?
No,
No.
no one has rope.
Now you're gonna have to hook me harder than that. I'm out of here.
Like, in the inky
No, that's fair. That's
darkness.
fair. Mm-hmm.
No.
Definitely
And,
no. We found all the answers we need at this point. Let's leave. Yep. Everybody
I
will be
mean,
satisfied with this.
We're not. All right, so
Fully.
we didn't find all the answers. I understand that. The thing is, none of us can breathe underwater.
This is
None
true.
of us can see in total darkness.
This is true.
And
I give 0 F's
Like-
about
what the characters see, right,
Yeah.
is a pool of water that terminates into a hole of inky darkness. And how many of us can swim effectively?
Just me.
Just
Just
her.
you.
And Chef has decent swimming too.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Skirt
you have
is a
decent
born
swimming.
swimmer.
He's just buoyant.
If there are more Kahana down that hole, where will we get air? They're
Are
fine
you trying
down
to
there.
assume that they would be superior combatants in the water? That's
I
a
believe, yes,
ludicrous
that would be
assertion,
a
sir.
2 and 2.
That is a
some,
ludicrous
2 and 2
assertion.
some.
I very much so dislike. So you're telling me that you think that I, as an admiral, as a marshal, as a GM, would design a scenario specifically designed to drown a child?
I'm saying that's metagaming, and no.
I'm saying that
I'm saying
metagaming, and
that
no.
Ambrose looks at a hole of water that
Mm-hmm.
he can't see a foot in front of his face. If we were to, like, and it's like, no, I have no interest in that at all. I'm a landlubber. I have no interest in going down there. Like that's
Quite.
my hindrance.
I think we're all in agreement here.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing here for us.
Yeah.
Let's fly.
Trying to figure out how to get out of this hole would be different. Well, actually, if we stack all of these bodies underneath that opening over there, that should give us a few feet.
I mean, between
height.
8 Kahana and 3 human corpses, yeah, I mean, you could probably.
So Screwed is out. He didn't even wait to listen to what Captain. He just said, Ambrose, you're right, I'm out.
I mean,
Captain
the
said
captain
we're
could
all in
order.
Oh, Captain said, let's be out. Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't say let's go out. I said I think we're all in agreement here. I'm still like, I don't know. As far as what's going on in Captain Porter's brain right now, it's more along the lines of like, this could be useful to the British, to the British presence here, and so, as somebody in the British military, it would be merit worthy to have secured this mine for the British, if it were possible.
Certainly, order us down there, and you'll find your first mutant.
Well, I said nothing of the sort. Simply that it would be to our benefit.
But Ambrose is looking around and beginning to drag bodies over to that hole.
Yeah, I mean, in the course of about 20 minutes, you guys could, deck a sizable enough amount of bodies that it would be a simple climbing roll to extricate yourself from the pit.
Sure.
I say we tan their hides and make a rope.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, you could there are loose entrails, it should be mentioned.
Did any of
Three full
the
humans, you could make an entrail rope, tie it around Scroot's waist, and make him free dive,
That's not a rope.
I'm just
Don't let that rope.
spitballing. That's just a meat. It's like a snack rope.
Like,
It's the Kahana equivalent of one of those nerds ropes. Just
like, it's not made of fibers like a rope is. It is not sturdy like a rope.
well,
Don't give us that.
did any of the humans have any rope on them?
Oh,
oh wow! I just happened to notice this one here had 150 feet.
I'm gonna play my adventure card, teamwork, so we can. It doubles the bonus of supporting each other climbing out of the hole.
Okay, yeah.
Is it
Friendship
gonna double my
is
bonus
rare.
of cutting up these skins and drying out the?
Well, I mean, that's
drying
an
them out
all-day
in a
endeavor.
wet cave. We'll be here all week.
You would have to
So-
spend all day skinning the corpses, and then you would have to drag the hides out into the sun, rack them. Like, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time pissing in a bucket to build up the,
ammonia.
Yeah.
Who's giving me a hand here?
I'll
I guess you could all piss in a
help.
bucket.
Alright,
I'll try and
so
help
me-
boost people up. Captain Porter is. You said it's what, like 10 feet?
Yeah.
Captain Porter is
well,
like
simple
more than
climbing
6,
roll.
so that's. Yeah.
There's a mound of bodies. So,
Yeah. Now
what's
it's more
the-
like
so-
4 or 5 feet,
so what's
It's
the
more of a
modifier for?
hoisting yourself up on. Well, now it depends on how somebody is assisting.
I think Scroot's gonna try to go first. Chef, can you toss me up?
Are you guys gonna do the fastball special?
Yeah, fastball special.
All
Yeah,
4 feet.
O'Brien, he gets another adventure card.
Why is that?
Because your friend Jojo has awarded you one.
Oh, that's a first for this spit.
I have friends.
Oh,
All right. I toss him up there. What do? Strength?
Give me a strength roll.
Oh, God.
Nah.
That
Okay,
is
you
a
keep that.
successful strength roll, meaning that since the support roll is doubled, your climbing roll will happen at a +4.
Get it.
Because he is supporting you with his strength. Yes. You handily. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Land on your feet. It's the Rona. You guys, stop
say this.
playing with me. No, it's that joint. God damn it. You hit me right in the short and curls.
Chef
But
just
yeah.
stands on a stack of humans and fucking jumps.
And
I mean,
I'm gonna try to catch him and pull him up.
I don't need all that.
Give me a strength roll, Scroot.
But yeah, no. Chef says back the fuck up.
It's too late.
so strong.
He grabs you, and your jumping roll, your athletics roll, will happen at a +4.
I want to see Chef like double backflip up this thing.
Right?
Ah,
He's like the Tekken character, or the Street Fighter character. E Honda.
Wow, that's racist.
I mean,
Yeah, no, that's a with a raise.
As I'm flipping through the air, I kind of mush him out the way.
Yeah, brrr, just slow mo, Scroot face
flip
plant.
around.
Oh, yeah. No,
While
I'm
you're up
feeling
there,
it.
would you mind giving me a hand up as well?
I'll from the bottom. I'll kind of make the blend finger boost for.
I pull him up.
Yeah, strength
Parameters.
rolls.
Not
Yikes.
great.
You guys both make it more difficult for him.
Stop.
I used the Benny. I used the Benny.
Scroot falls back down in the hole.
That didn't help.
You literally do. Chef, go ahead and give me the strength roll again.
He did, and it failed.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
it again.
did you? Oh,
I
shit.
didn't mean to use both of those, by the way.
All
I
right.
just meant to use one more.
Y'all spending a lot of bennies just getting me out of this.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Well, now that's a success, but Scroot is currently falling back down the hole, so I am going to need an agility roll for Ambrose to avoid him.
No, that was
Oh,
my
nice.
climbing, sorry, but you said agility.
Yep. You're not so much climbing as
Oh.
being pulled. And yes, you managed to flash to the side as Scroot falls headlong into the pile of corpses and takes a level of bumps and bruises.
Oh, this is Scroot. That's disgusting.
Captain.
Right.
Lower down. Hold the captain.
Yeah.
Scroot is
wow.
literally just his legs kicking out of just a mound of festering corpses. Yes,
That's
no
for the
problem there. +4 on whatever climbing you would like, or
Okay. Well, I got the same for climbing and athletics, so we'll go.
yeah,
You guys hear
handling.
something?
Whoop, up and over,
Is
and now
Brian
it's
up yet?
just
Thank you, Master Chef.
Or is it just Scroot?
Scroot down there
I
at
think
this
it's-
point.
All right, let's go. When I start walking away.
There's a bunch of crates up here in the entrance. We should look and see if anything is possible to retrieve from here. Perhaps
Come on,
there's
Master
some-
Scroot.
Maybe there's some anchors.
just an anchor right here. No, just
That's weird. It's the
Mine
damnedest
is-
thing to have in a mind, but yes.
Let's board this bitch up.
That'll
Well-
solve the iron deficiencies.
I mean,
Now, you
if I
guys
did-
have definitely got to the bottom of this. You got the supply sorted. Go back to
They're
town.
brigands.
You probably
They're
already
pirates.
has your
Who
anchor
cares?
made. Probably already have your anchor made.
But I'm looking into these crates to see if there's any rope, perhaps, or other supplies we could use.
Yeah, give me a notice roll.
You know, I'm thinking there's a bunch of dead bodies, and they probably came over here on a ship. So there's probably an empty ship with no dead bodies
They
on it.
came overland.
Oh, they did. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, there's a 3 days overland, 1 day by ship.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Wait, but he was drinking at the bar last night.
No, he wasn't there.
No, it was
Well,
2
we
days
still had a
ago. 2
day
days
on him.
ago. Yeah.
That
Yes, he
time
would
I
have
didn't
had to
add
have
up.
taken a ship here, or had some magical means of transport. But that's fine, because we've already answered all the riddles we intend to solve here.
It's a fucking hole in the water. No one could see
Nope.
anything. I'm
Nobody
not
wanted to-
guilted into anything.
You weren't doing anything.
I'll go.
Except
I'll go
killing
back down.
After Kiana.
I'm
You
going
just
back
said,
down.
I don't
there.
want to do it, and everybody was like, okay, we're going to follow you.
I'm going back down there. I'm going
I,
back
when
down.
when I
Alright.
designed this, right, I was like, that part's pretty scary, Will. I don't know. And then I took into account the people that were, in the party and their personalities, and I almost
Right.
took it out. I almost said, nobody's going down there. I know this is going to be an issue. But
I
said,
swore
you know
somebody. I thought somebody had the curiosity.
What? Right, yeah, the
Yeah.
curiosity hindrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And curious
hindrance.
And then
Yeah,
the
it's the one who
hesitant
went down there.
hindrance.
It's the one who
And
went
then the
down there and got
hesitant-
a raise on his notice roll and saw inky black.
You didn't go down there. You said you looked down the hole.
I'm a landlubber and hesitant. So yes, I am
No,
curious
I-
about what's happening here.
I very much so understand why you didn't go down there, Amber.
I do too.
Avon, formerly 68-year-old man. Yes. It's fine. It's fine. No rope in the initial inspection on that notice roll, though, I'm afraid.
This place is cleared out.
Are we all out? Is somebody still down there?
Screw. No one ever screwed
Yeah,
up.
it's- Screw's
I
down there.
will go. I will go help
You guys,
Screw
you
out.
guys come out of
Hey,
the
Brian,
cave,
you have
Screw's
found
standing
a
there
length of
waiting
rope.
for you.
I walked away.
All right.
I'll go
Ryan
help
takes his
Screw
length
out.
of rope and drags it over to the edge.
Ah, whoops.
You
I
guys,
didn't mean to
you
move
guys
it.
come out of the cave and Scrooge is standing there waiting for you.
Screw, give me a stealth roll.
He ran around.
He's at the mouth of the cave. I mean, he just fucking Bilbo Baggins you guys. A burglar is never late nor early. It's precisely, poof, yeah. No, you just Bilbo Baggins them, yeah. No explanation for how he got out of the hole. Also,
Well, I'm keeping this rope.
amazingly uncovered in corpse bits.
as we're standing over the hole, like, Scroot, where
Right.
are you?
Right here, Captain Porter.
Oi!
How did you do that?
Is there
Don't worry about
iron
me,
ore on the
Cap.
ground?
Not up here, there's not. You'll notice that the rock up here is black, the same color as the walls.
Which rock? The ones on by?
Yeah, these little pillars here, that's just stone. Down below it had a distinctly, irony color. Oh, the irony.
Oh, the irony.
Iron everywhere, not a drop to anchor.
Well, now that we have a rope, we could try and get some iron out of the hole. Wasn't there a pot down there or something? Sorry.
We could.
Again, young
Do you have
Scroot,
any idea how many pots you would have to melt down to make an anchor?
that would stop our ship.
Three of them?
Three pots is an excellent. Let's survey the peanut gallery. Who says 3 pots, chat? 3 pots. Nobody.
Oh, damn it! I was certain it was 3.
Alright. But, moving on. Yeah, you guys could take the rope down there, 70, 90 feet, somewhere in there.
Hey,
Nobody's unfurled the
no.
whole thing.
now that we have a rope, I know we all just climbed out.
You
I
could lash together
don't-
that ladder again with a simple repair roll. Have a functional ladder that would make this so much easier in and out in the least.
Well, what I was thinking is we could actually use the rope to go down the dark hole, the deep dark hole, and tie somebody up.
We probably
Yeah.
shouldn't refer to it
We all
as
know who's
tying
gonna get
somebody
tied
up in the deep dark hole.
Well, yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Who's gonna get tied up when it comes down to it?
Thank you, Playforth. We love you.
I have drowned once in my life. I have no
Alright.
intention
Yeah.
of drowning a second time.
Keep talking
Well,
about the
clearly I
deep
would
dark
not
hole.
send
You're
you,
gonna pull
Master
the
Avon.
FBI into my dungeon.
Clearly, Master Avon, I would not send you. It's Scroot we're talking about.
Yeah, tiny little boy. I mean, you guys could lash the ladder back together, take it with you through the bottom hole, and set it in the other hole to give somebody a quick means of infill and exfil from the deep dark pit of inky blackness, silent as a grave.
Captain, I'll do it if you ask me to.
Yes.
You do have to, in fact, order at this point. This is the captain's dilemma, is it not?
Do it.
No. Bum.
Make it so. That's the
Send the
come
Scroot.
You know
Send
what?
Make it so,
Scroot down
number
the
one.
hole.
Captain, I've got 4 bennies. Let's do it.
Let's do it!
All right.
Throw the Scroot down the hole.
Screw this entrance. Let's get back down in the mine.
I don't feel comfortable handing this mine over to English hands without first making sure that it is, in fact, clear and safe. Yes, let's do it.
Captain,
Okay.
will you hold this hat for me? Don't lose
Of course. Master Scroot, I would never dream of it.
So you guys have a cushy pile of corpses you can just bop down on from here. Now, real easy to get back down in the level because of the mountain. Alright, just
That's so gross.
blorp. No biggie. It's
Pop some
super
eyeballs
easy,
out.
barely an inconvenience.
So I don't never mind. I don't necessarily want to be the one to repair the ladder because of metagame reasons, but may not be a bad idea.
Yeah, does anybody want to attempt to repair the ladder?
Sure.
Alright, repair roll.
Pair. Nothing of the sort.
Right? Ah, so close. But so
Can
far
anyone
away.
do this, or is it a one-timer?
Oh, everybody can give it a shot.
I suppose if
Sure, might as well.
Mr. Smith or Figueroa from the boat was here, they could have.
How does rope work? Yeah. One of you walks up and somehow tied both your arms together. Like,
Oh, the
Captain
captain broke it
Porter.
worse.
I don't know.
The ladder even worse.
yeah, you snap one of the long pieces. We only need part of it, you say. And everybody looks at you like you're a fucking moron.
Fuck that ladder.
Literally, just snapped it over your knee. It's too long, I think.
Roll 2 critical failures in like.
I know,
20
this has
minutes.
not been your night.
Oh my gosh.
All
right, let's go. We don't need a
die in
stinking
this
ladder.
cave.
Yeah,
No, we
fuck
set the rope.
Yeah, we're gonna die in this cave.
I mean,
You still have the corpse pile, all right? So
The corpse pile
And-
is still there.
We still have the rope.
that's right. You have the rope in the corpse pile. Everything's pretty. We are now
Band
down
name.
to the inky black hole of
This-
perpetual darkness, silent as a grave.
This is good. This is more than we started with.
Literally,
Captain,
yes.
I've been thinking.
By 70
Yeah,
feet of
that-
rope.
I've been thinking we should name our ship Corpse Pile.
Corpse.
Wow.
What do you
That's
think?
a-
Cobb.
That's yeah, it's a
Indeed.
little.
It's
It's
dark
a
of you.
little dark. And then we should all grow our bangs so that they cover just one of our eyes.
They
screw
have to be.
But
They have to be
has to be my
cut in
bad
such
eye
a
then.
way.
screw it. It has been a pleasure.
Ha!
And
So,
he pats him on his head. He
Chef,
pats
we
him on the
don't have
head.
time for another story.
Our-
I know
I
you
wanna-
don't. I know you don't, kid. That's kind of what I'm saying. And I
Now,
pat
let
him
me,
on the
before
head.
you went down in the hole, did I ever tell you why I can't punch anybody?
I salute the kids.
Alright, so I'm guessing Chef has the other end of the rope.
Is,
And Screw
is it
has-
tied around your waist?
No, not at all. No.
No,
not your end, but my end is definitely tied
Yes.
around my
Yes.
Right,
like,
okay.
around my chest.
My end is. I'm just holding.
You're like, I'm not fucking tied to this thing. Are you stupid? Hey, wait, good luck,
When I get-
Fishing line.
When I get swallowed whole by a shark, Chef's just gonna let that rope go.
All right.
I tried, I swear.
Alright, so we're talking not swan dive. Slow.
Oh no,
careful.
Tomb Raider. I want
Yeah,
the full
so-
handstand, you know?
Exactly.
Like the legs folding up one by one so you really focus on the triangular butt cheeks for a second before you dive head first in. I'm assuming your butt cheeks are both like 3 polygon triangles because
15
I don't know, all of a
years
sudden
old,
it's
stop
a
talking
Tomb
about
Raider.
it.
Yeah, that's true. The FBI is gonna get alerted to my dungeon. Moving on. You going in?
Yes.
Godspeed.
I think I'm not rolling anything from here on out. Oh, Scrooge's dead. He disappeared.
Screw it, you have your movement range. Oh, wait. Stop holding your breath.
Yeah.
Hold your breath, you have your movement range. Pick a direction, buddy.
Okay.
Go with,
When you
go
can't
with
hold
the-
your breath anymore, you gotta give me a bigger roll. You can move 3 squares at a time. Pause.
Go where the
3
biggest
squares.
part of the
Are you
map
taking
is.
into account natural swimmer because
Oh yeah,
I
shit.
can-
Never mind. Full movement, 6 squares at a time. Yeah.
yeah, and twice the breath.
Oh shit! Damn it!
Huh.
You ruined my gimmick. How dare you with your... just swim your bitch ass 6 paces in a direction.
I'm sorry, Scrooge is inky blackness. You don't see anything.
All right.
It does seem to angle upward here, sir.
Oh, one more and it's your full movement.
I
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Oh, you said it does seem to angle upward.
Yep.
Ooh, that seems risky.
That seems good.
that
I
seems
think.
great.
Up means there
Curiosity.
may be an open.
Curiosity is taking him. He's going for it.
It was good knowing you, Master
Yeah.
Skirt.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Salute you, good sir.
My dreams pass before my eyes and bring reality. Screwed in the wind.
Huh.
Oh
It's
gosh.
a double entendre.
Alright,
Give me a notice roll.
By the way-
It's real dark
Nah, we want
and
to
spooky, full of
We want
horrors.
to notice it. We want to notice
Hey.
it.
There does seem to be a bit of light filtering through. Not sunlight, not daylight, not torchlight, but a strange green light.
All right, so you'll have to decide about the breath, but he's gonna swim as far as he can.
Yeah, we're gonna give you one more movement roll here because your head comes up into a pocket of air.
Oh.
Stealth roll.
Oh, I love it.
He comes
Yeah.
up like
Ooh.
Like ninja. Like ninja.
not like Schwarzenegger. What was it in?
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah,
movie
yeah,
where it was,
yeah.
like just above the water. Was it Predator? Yeah, Predator.
yeah, Predator.
Mhm. Just with his knife in his mouth, just all covered in mud. No, we're really his abs just glistening. No, I don't know what's going on. He's 15. They're gonna find my dungeon, guys.
Okay, how long was the rope that you found?
It was 70 to 90 feet.
There you go.
It was 50 fathoms.
Ew.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh goodness.
Boy, you might say he's at the end of his rope.
Ah!
Hey.
Yes, he's gonna come around and get a good look, but try to stay hidden.
Yeah. There are several Kehana, one of which is sitting on a very makeshift throne that seems to be assembled out of, well, random bits of metal, if I'm being honest. The two torches are braziers, are burning with a green torchlight that you've never seen some shit like that before in your life. And there is a hatless and quite beaten Captain Scurvy on his knees.
Named
Just-
Abros Avon.
Oh, what the shit?
That's hilarious.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
I don't
Nice.
know. We need a young priest and an old
it's-
priest.
Ambrose from a different time.
Right?
No, you took me from the other level too. That's me.
Yeah, no, I accidentally must have dragged the token over you instead of we're fixing this here. You are not, in fact, him. You are you. You are a man. And then we are grabbing this, and we're going here. We go like, we go Captain Scurvy. We're gonna just place. God damn it! Are you serious?
No, Chef is
I
crazy.
see it, and it's killing me. I don't know what's happening here. Why will it not just let me drop this into the fucking? There we go. Yay!
Now, okay, Hana, on
Oh
guard for
my-
his scurvy.
The best.
Simply the best.
All right, one second here. We're gonna fix
Scurvy
this here.
morphs into a Kiana god.
Scurvy suddenly realizes I don't need this shit.
And that
I
is just no one.
literally can't do that. Wow. Okay. This is so ridiculous. What the fuck? All right, what we're gonna do here, and our final, is we're gonna clear the combat tracker, and we're gonna start over, because that doesn't make any sense. Why is he still there? Leave thee. Delete
Okay,
that.
so, yeah, what's not?
Alright, there we go. We got that. We got this. Open, please. Thank you. There we go. Populate. Excellent. Now we're cooking with grease. It's gonna... There we go. And then finally... Personalities. We can't use the encounter we generated for some reason because it broke. But we will pull Captain Scurvy from here, and it's gonna work this time. Watch. Boom. Yay! Hot damn, guys. We can actually play the game now. Captain Scurvy again on his knees, quite beaten, disheveled looking. What is also interesting is from where you are, it is hard to hear. It is clear that the water is slowly infiltrating from here. It smells like the sea in here. Perhaps Ambrose's earlier hypothesis about the nature of the cave itself. Oh my god, I'm not underwater anymore, guys. It's all falling apart. The illusion's ruined.
Oh wow.
Coronavirus, man.
Bum, bum, bum. But, fuck it. At any rate, those are the production values you can expect in our quarantine shows. That's what you get. Look, you can see my art. No! I have interests. Moving on. Yeah.
Scroot's gonna. They're not actively doing anything. He's just kind of.
They seem to be talking back and forth, and what you assume to be Massaquani.
Okay. Well, Scroot's gonna try to back up, and does it look like there's anything I could tie a rope to?
Anything you could tie a rope to. You could tie it to the iron node in front of you, perhaps.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty.
So he's gonna untie the rope from around his chest and
Maddening.
wrap it around, tie it on.
Alrighty, and you're gonna work your way back?
Then I'm gonna use the rope to swim back.
Yeah.
To the hole.
You feel a little tugging on the rope as he starts to work his way back, but you can't really pull it because it's attached to an iron node. That might give you some cause for alarm, but before too long, his little adorable head pops up.
What?
Oh,
Scroot.
Captain.
You're alive. You made it.
It's a really good thing you didn't listen to the old man.
He was under there, by the way, for like 2 minutes. Everybody assumed he was dead at this point. Like,
He was. Well, like, I'm getting shamed by everybody for killing Scroot.
right.
Chef looked slightly disappointed he came back.
No, you see Scroot come up out of the water and his eyes are like humongous. He's like, Captain, there's more of them, and it's more than that. I think there's like a king of them or something. He's sitting on a throne, and you're not gonna believe this. Captain Scurvy is down there, and he's not wearing a shirt.
And
Doesn't that go against everything about his style we've learned about?
well, it does, yes. No, Scroot, that's incredible.
He has always previously worn a shirt.
It's
Must be an imposter.
more than that, and I look to Chef. I say, I've tied my other end of the rope off to a stalagmite. Stalagmite, is that right?
Sure, whichever one comes out of the bottom and is filled with iron.
Yeah.
The iron node.
Yeah, sure. So that way everyone can make it down there without, hopefully not drowning.
Does Chef have something to tie this side off?
Yeah.
Perhaps that iron node?
Yeah.
Tie it to Ambrose.
Yeah, Ambrose
it
will
off.
take it for sure.
I'm sure I just find my token.
Right? Yeah, you don't get a token anymore due to all your complaining, sir. I don't
Dang,
want to
no.
be Captain Scurvy, forsooth.
All right. Ties it off.
Alrighty. Yep, secure on both ends.
All right, let's
Okay.
go. And,
Let's go.
Scroot's gonna lead the way.
What do you mean, let's go? How far along is this?
Splash. Yeah, no further description or anything. No, like, alright, you guys are gonna have to hold your breath for a minute. He's just under the water again. Bloop.
All I had
For
to hear.
70 feet.
All I had to hear was no shirt. I'm there.
Like the Poseidon adventure all of a sudden. I'm dating myself. 1970s action film. It's really good, actually. You guys should check it out. Poseidon Adventure stands up. So I'll let everybody else be down here now, too, I guess, if they insist.
Scroot said something very.
We'll hold the
compelling.
whole damn game hostage for this.
Ambrose Avon just standing reluctantly. Hello! Hello! I don't like holding my breath.
For 70 feet underwater.
I say, boy, what distance? At what
Okay,
length?
Let me do the talking.
Talking? What do you mean, talking, chef?
I'm sure they're reasonable.
They've
Well,
been
and-
eating people. You are being unreasonable. At least their reason is plain.
They just wanted a shirt.
No, fool. He's been making a deal with them. They've betrayed the deal.
Can we hear what they say?
Yeah, but none of you can speak Massaquanian. We cannot,
Yeah.
Joe.
Does Scurvy look like he comprehends?
Yes, he is definitely talking to them. Although his
Oh.
body language
Is
and
it-
mannerisms, he seems sufficiently cowed and imprisoned.
You said he's beat up. I mean, he seems pretty
Yes.
like he.
Yeah, he does not seem to be there willingly.
Damn it.
Let me kill the king.
Go
This is
for
a-
it.
This is it's a terrible position.
Oh no. Oh, so, okay. So do we decide? Is this iron climbable here? I see Chef is like on top of the mountain.
Yeah, you can get out of the water there. You would definitely be visible there, but
Yeah, just no caution to the wind. Yes.
you stand on top of one of the iron nodes and say, "Chef!"
I am going to hit them with everything I have.
Well, I think Screw would try to sneak up the side of this if he could.
Sure,
Well,
give
let
me
me
a
give
stealth
that-
roll.
Let me give that a shot.
Oh god.
Fucking shit.
Benny,
Hey, that's not
motherfucker.
bad.
Oh no, you
Wait.
made it.
Wait,
You're
I
Good
think
job.
I made it. You guys always doubt me.
7 feet from that Kiana.
can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
now we
yeah,
can.
we-
Okay.
And let's
Very
see
good.
here. One more opposed notice. Oh, man. Yes, you barely make it on top of the rock unnoticed. It is clear from your vantage point that they are communicating with one another. The king
you.
is, in fact, wearing a crown, also cobbled together from random bits of scrap metal. He does seem to gesture to it quite frequently when speaking to the other person. His voice is low and guttural, but it is making, like, word structures. You know? Like shit that you'd be like, yeah, I could see how those would be words. Whereas every other one thus far has just kind of been like...
So
Screw's
everyone's
gonna-
where they kind of be. This
Yep.
pops
I want to
off.
run. I want to play deflection before we get started. But
Screw's gonna look at the captain and decide if the captain looks like he's ready to fight.
What captain? Scurvy?
No.
Captain
No,
My
me.
captain. Who cares about the queen?
I love Queen.
Queen's pretty righteous.
So, well, we're all kind of split out, so I don't really have a chance to say anything.
I'm just looking for your what does your face say?
Captain Porter actually looks conflicted because, well, off screen, it's because he both really detests Captain Scurvy, but at the same time, being the only human that appears to be, up against several of the other creatures,
It did, Brian.
he feels very conflicted about whether or not he should be siding with Scurvy in this situation. But
He's the human captain.
We can always kill them and decide about him after.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is just kind of whisper okay, we clearly must kill these creatures, but do not kill the captain if you can avoid it.
At
Who's
that,
Ready,
it-
arrow.
Hold.
Oh, yeah.
I want to apply deflection to Chef, myself, and the captain.
okay.
Alright. And if that's everything,
Well,
Burn.
now it's not,
that's not.
because one of them
Uh-oh.
finally succeeded in a notice roll.
Because y'all
Uh-oh.
be casting fucking wind
Yo,
and shit around.
yapping away.
Are you just jealous because you didn't get protection?
I'm jealous that I didn't get the fucking firebolt off. At maybe on with the drop, you know?
Yeah, that would have been sick. That would have been.
That'd
so
be
sick.
disgusting.
And with that, one of the guards notices the arrow knock and goes, "Halt! You stand in the presence of Captain Scree! Excuse me, King Scree!"
And shit, they talk.
The
I
fuck
halt.
did he say?
I immediately halt.
And I will say, and I will shout, "Screw fire!"
They sound like they wanted to talk.
The arrow unleashes from Scrooge's bow and whistles through the air, and we will be continued next week.
Oh,
It took us 10 minutes to start this thing. After 6.
It did, but that's too bad. Because that is an excellent cliffhanger. Yeah.
Oh.
The arrow leaping out here in the presence of King Scree, who has clearly proclaimed this his domain. We don't want any exposition or anything, though. So we're gonna murder on. However, normally when I'm like, you fucking murder hobos, right? I disagree with it. I think Captain Porter would have said, shoot him. You know, just declared himself a king. He's a fish creature thing.
that's what I'm thinking.
Right,
been
yeah,
eating
100%.
people?
Kill it with fire.
There's only one king. And
Right.
it's not you, buddy.
Mm.
And that's
He was
Jesus
killed
Christ.
3 years ago.
Oh.
But that was the show this evening. So thank you so much for watching. Again, you can join the Discord community by hitting the join the Discord community button down below and get backstage access, talk with us about all kinds of nonsense. We got another show tomorrow that won't be transpiring within the bowels of a corpse that people are trying to reanimate. So that's good. Certainly less medically inclined than the last week's show, which is good given the general tone of things. Again, we are going to be kicking off recruitment for Saga of the Goblin Horde here shortly, so throw your hat in the ring for that if you think you got the tech and the cojones to join us here on the League of Gentlemen Explorers. And from the League of Gentlemen Explorers to yourself, you guys have a fantastic evening, and may your dice always roll hot. You have a great night, JoJo. Yeah, man. Join us tomorrow, too, man. We love you, man.
Later.